Bullets to press on to rest.
Do you like the voice in this one? That's my voice in this one. Shit. Yeah.
Right, get the dead.
Shit.
These willings of wine, religious pride, now seething inside. Trials of God, etched into flesh, bullets to press, are laid to rest. Looking at her, look at her. Eyes of blue, skin of olive, choked till dew. Among the stars you see. She would never know, dancing on her own, spinning without a care. That time would soon be never rid. Right next to Beast Flame. First and accounts is how they met their end. La 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 la, la 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 la. She had never known, dancing all alone, spinning without a care, that she would soon be dead, dead. Wake at the dead. Dancing all alone.
Anyway, yeah, Rape Get the Dead. Right, Hassan?
Rape at the dead. Rape.
Shit, anyway. Yep, that's me. Great. This is fucking hot. That's a really good beatboxy thing, too. So that was me, and then I made that little quipple, and then I pumped it through the 4.0 or whatever, and then it came out with this. Wait. No, this.
Rape get the dead. Rape get the dead. Kids slamming it in, ramming with grin, hold still and sin. Test deeper inside, my teeth they cry.
hit the dead.
She would never know, dancing on her own, spinning without a care. That time would soon be near. Mary, right next to best friend. First-hand accounts is how they met their end. La 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 la. Rape Kit the Dead!
Okay.
So just give me a second and then we'll officially start. I gotta make sure this speaker doesn't rattle around in my fucking head. It's very annoying. Less ply on the TP, my friends. So anyways, one more song here, okay? One more, maybe two more. I think just one more.
Peaceful soul indeed. Peanuts the kangaroo was a smoker of the weed. Every now and then he'd take a stroll on down, make pupils as they smile when he go round the town. My weed man is a kangaroo now. My weed man is a marsupial. My weed man is a kangaroo. Said my weed man is no man at all. Not that that's a bad thing. My telephone don't ring. It's my kangaroo guy up and down the lane. Back door is tinted. I pick up my sting and smoke it up till up is all she wrote. Peanuts the kangaroo was a peaceful soul indeed. Peanuts the kangaroo was a seller of the weed. Every now and then he'd take a stroll on down, make people's mouths dry when he go round the town. My weed man is a kangaroo, yow. My weed man is a marsupial. My weed man is a kangaroo. Said my weed man is no man at all. Not that that's a bad thing. My home alone, you got me sing. It's my kangaroo got singing in the rain. Back door, I hear his ding ding. I get off my big beat and smoke it up till up is the highest note. Ooh, it's a bounce per ounce. Chicka, 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 chicka. Ooh, it make you hit the couch. I waka, put the cash in his pouch. Yeah, can get your zip for the bounce. Peanuts the kangaroo was a green soul indeed. Peanuts the kangaroo was a grower of the weed. Every now and then he puff on down, make moves not crocodile when he go round the town. My weed man, ooh, my weed man is not a man, he's a kangaroo.
incapable of combust, hotter than an oven glove. Gay passion, my spirit was hers to hold and to have, like never imagined, stuck me like a bleeding calf. Olivia, she never let him in. Olivia, she hot as sin. Olivia, Olivia, she was oblivion, oblivion, oblivion. Loving her was just like oblivion. I died inside. Oblivion, felt nothing inside. I need another sanctum. My bonding, my sanctum. She smells so goddamn good. Lost. Now turn to thoughts I just can't adjust. Disgust, feelings I tried to contain, I must. Deep yearning, now a silent painful learning in my mind, like never imagined. A bond that's broken is now defined. Olivia, she never let him in. Olivia, she hot as sin. Olivia, Olivia, she was oblivion. Oblivion, 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 oblivion.
Hey guys, hey, what is this? Hey guys, hey, what is this? This is how I start my show compared to others. It's only been 20 minutes, fuck off. You get my AI music, that's what you guys get. You know you like Rape Kit the Dead? You liked that song, right? You guys thought it was good or what? Okay,
So
anyways.
up tempo, and so antiguo. So up tempo, and so antiguo. Tinky bonky, I like my donkey. Dinky bonky, I like my donkey. Dinky donkey, I dinky bonky. Minky monkey, I bonky bonky. On the climb and slide, my tried. Take your time and ride my bike. Look in sky, it just might be. It's loving me. Superman flex. Walk. Superman flex. Walk. Superman flex. Walk. I gotta be in my bean. Waiting on bean. Dinky bong. So man. So rapid. 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 Binky bonky, I like my donkey. Binky bonky, I like my donkey. Dinky donkey, I binky bonky. Minky monkey, I bonky bonky. I've got a bike in my garage. You've got a bike on my lawn. We're both on the beat, loving till dawn. So tempo, so tempo, so tempo, so tempo, so tempo, so tempo, so tempo. I've got a bike in my garage.
I like my donkey. I got a
Bike on my lawn.
got a bike on the lawn.
We're both on the beat.
We're both on the beat. Yeah.
Binky bonky monkey jumpy. Binky bonky monkey jumpy. Binky bonky monkey jumpy. Binky bonky monkey jumpy.
funky, 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 funky. Fuck a man. Fuck Superman. Fuck Superman.
See him high in the air. See him red stare. See the bear up there. I've got a bike in my garage. You've got a bike on my lawn. We're both on the beat, love until dawn. See him high in the air. See him red stare.
Donkey.
See that glare up there. Well, I've got a bike in my garage. You've got a bike on my lawn. We're both on the beat, love until dawn. Fall up the beat, fall up the beat.
Yeah, yeah. Follow me. Follow you. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. A big Great. Binky Bonky, I like my donkey. What do you think, donkey?
You talking to?
Oh, he's not there. Okay. Well, great. So, last we left me, I paused on some kind of fucking interval while watching, I think, Rev or some shit. I don't know. We'll get to there. This is my continuation of myself, and therefore not anything but bullshit. Fuck all this. This is stupid. Fuck this shit. I hate a lot of things, and I'm in a perfectly fine mood. Shut the fuck up. And fuck yourself. Pay attention to your own fucking. Fuck you. Fuck you. Anyways, hi. Welcome to the show. Good morning. It's not morning anymore. Oh. I don't really like doing evening shows. It is what it is.
Ethan literally supports Palestine, so this is how Hassan treats you.
More Pegasus here. Covered the sitch. We're watching a little bit of the backlash from other creators, a little bit of the opinionary circle, as well as a couple other fluff pieces in here. I forget what the fuck I added. It was like hours ago at this point. Fucking like, I don't know, 11 hours or something? I don't even know. 8, somewhere in there.
When he disagrees with you, like 1%. Anyways, then Hassan tries to guilt trip Ethan, saying that you ruined iDubbbz's Creator Clash 3 and charity event, and we made whole videos on that. Obviously, it was not Ethan's fault.
So Ethan, in the most content deputy, the most recent, he kind of starts it off with that first like 5 or so minutes, blaming solely, pretty much just Ethan. But I mean,
his entire Creator Clash is in ruin. The event is going to be fucking absolutely canceled. He's probably not even going to be able to reimburse most of the fighters for the time they trained. How is that not a train wreck?
Ethan,
I'm just saying.
I am not iDubbbz. I don't care about your petty vendetta against iDubbbz. Play the
video
clip.
How I see Israel, because you don't see that when you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking
you ruined a charity event. I hope you're proud.
Here's the facts. Ethan did not ruin anything. You and your friend group ruined this charity event because you are so extremist and so unlikable that the general public, after seeing this drama online, decided not to support this event and use their time and money elsewhere. It's not Ethan's fault that people realized what a massive scumbag you guys actually are. And if iDubbbz didn't release the content comp and start this whole thing, the event would probably be fine. And honestly, you guys don't have a good track record. I don't imagine it would earn anything anyways, because the last one lost $250,000. Now Hassan tries to defend that time when he said he has no problem with a terrorist group.
Don't you think saying you have no issue with Hezbollah makes people think
he
you're
has no issue with
pro-terrorist?
Hezbollah. He has no issue with Hamas. He has no issue with, like, I don't know, the Houthis. Is there any other H-named terrorist groups? Because the H-named boy doesn't have problems with any of them.
I don't care that people think this.
I don't care that people think this because it's true. I don't care that people think this because it's true.
It's ridiculous.
It's true ridiculous. It's re-true-uless.
So are people valid for thinking you're pro-terrorist when
Do you believe
say...
the state? Do you believe the State
Answer.
Department's designation for
Whoa! Answer
terrorism
Yeah, come on, answer the fucking question, bro.
is valid?
question? Is it reasonable for people to think that you are pro-terrorist when you say I have no problem with Hezbollah?
Do you believe
Whoa,
the State
answer the
Department's
question.
Yeah, what the fuck,
designation
dude?
for
gotta answer that
terrorism
one.
is
That's a
valid?
completely
You
valid
answer my question,
secondary
and I'll
follow-up
answer
on
yours.
the first question.
Are people
Like,
valid
honestly.
in
You
considering
rely heavily on
Can you
your
answer?
audience
No, he
not
can't.
really
Can you
understanding
please
the
answer my
terms that you
question?
are using.
Let it be
okay?
noted you are
When you
dodging-
say the
Oh my
face
God,
to
bro,
talk
you're
about
doing it
these
again.
issues,
Hassan, actually answer a question challenge. 100% impossible.
Failed.
This absolute idiot cannot answer a single question. This is the most pointless debate, man. Hassan, when confronted on his lies and extremism, just talks about some random other shit, talks over Ethan, refuses to answer the question.
I'm
Yes.
saying your community
Bro,
is
Reddit-
responsible for this participating in this harassment campaign. Why did you
correct.
criticize XQC for not moderating his chat when you called in?
Ethan,
Why
I can't believe you
did
would,
you
I can't
criticize
believe you would bring this up.
XQC
Here, let me tell
for
you,
not
okay?
moderating his chat?
My argument
I mean,
with you in that
hypocrisy, yeah.
conversation
I think
where
that
said
Hassan
there's not-
absolutely
there's
weaponizes
not
his
anything
community.
I can do.
He does it
was
all the time
literally
when he
because
tweets
of
negatively
the way you
at
were
people
presenting
while
yourself.
he's on
In the
stream.
conversation,
Hassan's chat is like the most toxic place in the universe. You could like make out with a venomous snake and you'd still have less poison than spending a second in that chat. And I feel like he absolutely enables all of the harassment. His insane psychotic community of unemployed losers will do absolutely anything to ruin people's lives that is against Hassan. Now Ethan talks about Bad
Yes.
Empanada, the guy
Bro.
who threatened to kill Ethan's wife in a video game.
Who's like you?
so you do have a problem. You do have a problem with
Matt Lieb,
the
specifically?
Jews
Yes.
that you don't like, and you are quick
I have
to
a
call them
problem with Matt
capos.
Lieb, who's platforming Bad Empanada. Yes, clearly.
He said the capo
You don't
thing.
like Bad Empanada. You understand.
He's
A
doing his
year ago,
capo
you were
shit.
talking about how crazy he
Yes,
was.
but I'm not.
But suddenly when he
Here's the
starts talking
difference.
about me,
Here's the
he's your
difference,
best friend.
Ethan.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think Bad Empanada is insane. But you know what I also
And all of a
always
sudden,
say?
you love his videos. Why is that?
Because they're
Bad
slandering
Empanada-
you.
Why do you
and
love
I've
his
made
videos?
Because they're
this
slandering
position-
you.
I've
Before
maintained
you
this
pledged never to
position.
watch his...
So Ethan called him out directly during this debate for a thing that he does, which he just lets other people fucking do his shit talking for him. He just lets other fucking assholes do his dirty work and just fucking shows their streams on the shit. So it's basically just the entire fucking harassment network. I mean, there's no fucking difference outside of this as to who the bad actors are. It's the same fucking tiny little group every goddamn time. So
His videos on stream. Why do you love them
same
now?
tiny group, same tiny group, same tiny
because
group,
he
same tiny
was,
group.
He did not want me reacting
Same
to his
tiny
videos.
group, same
That
tiny
is
group.
a insane, pathetic,
Same tiny group.
bold
No,
face
that's
lie.
what it is. No, he said.
You literally
I have.
told. Oh
I
my
have,
god,
I
dude.
have. YouTube essays, especially when it's issue specific, are actually very instructive.
Then why are you watching
Very
one?
I don't wanna-
informative.
I wanna
think
watch
Klein is a
you.
Zionist baby killer. Why are you watching that
Pegasus,
one? Is
you're
that part of
killing
his
me at this long
master
clip.
body of collection? Is that part of the Criterion
Okay, that's
collection there,
a
buddy?
silly joke.
Once
but
again, Hassan just
all
avoiding
right.
all accountability. Like, I watch his videos on stream, I endorse everything he says and does, but
True,
actually,
true.
guys, he's kind of insane, and I actually don't support him. But
Right.
I will also promote him if he's shitting on Ethan.
Right.
Like, how bad faith can you be?
Does
Yes.
why does
So promoting me as shitting on Ethan, he won't watch a bad hit piece on himself. He won't reverberate that to his crowd. He won't. He'll only cover people in bad faith. So many things that he won't, and only will if it's bad for the public perception on the other end of things. He only wants to, propaganda.
Bad? Okay, it is
So-
good. Why does Bad Empanada role play hunting Hila and killing her in video games?
Have I ever said that I think that's appropriate?
I think no, of course not. But what
Yeah.
you are doing is
Okay.
endorsing this guy.
The content that I'm consuming from a guy who I do think is doing well-sourced, well-researched
Empanada's doing well-sourced resource.
YouTube
research.
essays,
Fucking, are
who
you
also happens to be a
really?
fucking freak.
Yeah, guys, it just happens that the absolute freak psychopath is
Wow.
on my side, so I will actually
And
promote
he's doing
him,
such
guys.
good
so Hassan
fucking
here essentially
studying
just
on
admits
you
that he will support
specifically.
anyone
Yeah,
that
no
is
shit.
against Ethan and that
Yep.
is with his politics. It doesn't matter if they're terrorists. It doesn't
Right.
matter if it's people calling CPS on his kids. It doesn't matter if it's the worst
Yep.
human scum like Bad Empanada. As long as Hassan can profit, he will use it and promote it.
I like trains. I'm retarded. I'm fucking autistic. I like trains. I'm fucking retarded and I like trains, bro. I mean, no offense to Torrids out there who like trains. I don't mind trains. I'm a little tart. So, thank you. But, trains. Should we check out the train clip? I mean, I like trains. What do you guys think of trains? Must be the autism.
Palestine,
bud.
Ohio.
Remember when the train derailment
It must
happened,
be the
and
autism
everyone was
butt.
like, "Why aren't they covering this?" Well, you know, I'm a little bit of a foamer. I love trains. Maybe it's because of the autism, but
So I guess he thinks he has autism or something, but he thinks he's above Ethan for being like, you know, mentally stronger or whatever. He likes to make fun of Ethan for being like, you know, Tourette'sy or like special. When have I ever done that? You've done it so many times, it's ridiculous. Like so many belittling little cuts and digs here about like, he's too comedic or he's too special to fucking cover something a certain way. Fuck yourself. Go grand fuck yourself, you fucking ebb and flow of bitch. Anyways, yeah, fuck this guy, like 1,000%. So you want to ride the fucking Tismic cloud just because you death threatened a fucking senator. You want to claim Tism on that. And then you want to make fun of fucking Ethan and fucking indirectly call him an R-card several times in the past just because you might not agree with him on some stupid fucking race, region, religion bullshit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Promote it. Actual disgusting clown, but it only gets
Actual
worse.
disgusting
Hassan
clown.
makes one of the most insane comparisons you will ever see. He compares
Is
a
it Anne
Houthi
Frank?
terrorist pirate to Anne Frank.
Yep.
You still agree that he's
Is it
just
Anne
like Anne
Frank?
Frank?
One
Did you
Piece,
not
Anne Frank.
hear
Anne Frank
what
is
I
One
asked?
Piece.
I'm just summarizing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very
Anne
good.
Anne Frank died before she could resist.
My God.
But if she did, I would
He
never
was
hold that
f***ing killed in
against
a
her.
concentration camp, you
Exactly.
psychopath.
She was
But if
murdered
She was
before she could
exterminated
resist.
with her whole f***ing family.
never
Her
hold
dad's
that
the only
against
one
her
that
before
she could
survived and
resist.
recovered
But
her
you
journal.
wouldn't
Are you
hold
f***ing
against her
mad?
either, Ethan? Right? Would you hold that against her?
That's
Would you
insane.
hold that against
I wouldn't
Anne
hold
Frank
it
if
against her,
she-
but she wouldn't be the same historical like figure that said, despite my family being killed in concentration camp and everyone being murdered, I'm still a pacifist that sees the good in people. What the f is what's so confusing about that?
Right.
Not kill Zionists, not nuke Israel, not a pike
Not
through
take
Zionist
hostages,
assholes.
not fucking use
I can't believe
slavery,
we're
not
once
fucking
again
employ
discussing
child
the posts
trafficking,
of a
not
dude
fucking
in
right,
Yemen
right.
who
You really
is
like to do
19
that.
years
Yep.
old.
He does.
Yes, just a guy from Yemen, guys. A guy who bombs ships and kidnaps people that
Yep.
are unrelated to the war. Just a guy, guys. You know, Luffy from One Piece that threatens to impale people on Twitter says death to all J, death to America. You know, just definitely a guy that's not a terrorist, guys. He's actually a victim. He's actually Anne Frank. Give this guy the Nobel Peace Prize. Actually, he's resisting against the oppressive force. Don't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
understand? Now, this next part is absolute gold. Ethan basically just confronts Hassan on his claim that Hila should have just gone to prison instead of enlisting in the army in
Absolutely
mandatory
ridiculous.
service.
Hassan, you
So,
say that
the
Hila
counter
should
to
have
this
gone to
is, do you pay taxes, motherfucker? Do you pay taxes?
That they're funding this war and stuff, but he still pays taxes. Fight for what?
Do you pay taxes, motherfucker? The answer is yes. So, if you pay taxes, Hassan. So, here's the thing, okay? So, Hassan says Hassan pays taxes, okay? But then after that, he says, yeah, but I do things to offset that. What? What the fuck does that mean? Well, so he's admitting that he might pump money into things that might be anti-American, in other words, or, you know, anti-Israel, however he wants to phrase that, because he thinks America is pro-Israel, and, you know, hand in hand, the white people in America can fuck themselves just as much as the any people in Israel, is pretty much his entire grasp of whatever the fuck might be over here. So, with his biases in mind, we can start to see, including the anti-Semitism and
What
shit,
you believe in, Hassan? What the hell? If you really know.
we can start to see where he needs to get out of America because he's paying taxes, but he says he's offsetting. So what makes him feel that he's offsetting the $1 million on his house taxes or whatever a fucking year? What makes his $3 million fucking house, his goddamn mansion, what makes his offset? Where is he offsetting? How is he offsetting? What is he putting money into then? Like terrorist organizations, discourse, you know, people blowing up Teslas? Are you putting money into that? Did you give the guy a gun to shoot up the fucking Tesla dealership? Like, how do we know what you're doing on the other side of that to offset your blah 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 as far as like anti-American shit is concerned? It's very strange that you would just kind of admit to that, because it's like you're kind of saying you fund anti-American things at a point with that statement. So, and it's like a no duh on the other end of that, you know? right? You know what I mean? Because there's like the interested group would be to take apart the right wing, to take apart the blue wing, to make America dissolve and, you know, destroy Western civilization. That's the goal of Hamas and terrorist groups like that. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Hassan is definitely in line with exactly what he should be doing as a socio-terrorist, basically. He's a metaphorical terrorist. He's a fucking terrorist. He doesn't need to pick up a gun. He's got this. And this shit shoots dumbass. Constantly. It shoots real fucking vitriolic shit bullets, doesn't it? Just lies, garbage, fucking unacceptance of any actual truth. Oh, that kind of shit. Mm-hmm.
Mobile, you'll stop paying taxes and actually
good.
go to jail.
Yeah,
oh wait,
goodbye.
it's actually not that easy, you absolute flippin' bobblehead. Now
So I don't
finally
know.
Hassan realizes that he's completely lost the debate, and he does the classic Hassan tactic, screams and calls the other person racist. Hassan crashes out and does his classic bit, you freaking racist
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Palestinians are not.
We
What was that?
We left because we were no longer safe.
Iraqis are not Palestinian.
Because Iraqis are not Palestinian. Okay? All right, we're going to go to Grok right now. What was his name? Chleepy? Chleepy made this fucking main point because Palestinians, Iraqis are not Palestinians. Iraqis are not Palestinians. You're correct. Okay? Iraqis and Palestinians are distinctly different groups with different national identities, histories, and cultural backgrounds. Okay? Now, with a mixture, okay, in Iraq of Arab, Kurdish, and other ethnic groups, while Palestinians are the Arab people originating from the region of Palestine. Okay? With a uniquely tied identity to their historical and ongoing struggle for statehood. All right? Great, cool, great.
You fucking moron! You
Great.
racist piece of shit!
What?
Because Iraq and the pan-Arabic
They
nationalist
left-
movements that arise out of
You are
Zionist
out of your
violence
mind.
is not about
So now he just loses it and starts screaming.
Palestinians.
Okay, so
You
what did the
cannot make
Jews
this
in Iraq
comparison.
have to do with
Zionists
Israel?
are the ones
You
who
bigot.
actually fucking
You are
terrorize the
so out of your
Palestinians.
mind.
Oh my god, dude, this is wonderful. Like, I love this. I love seeing Hassan just lose his mind. I've never seen someone melt down this much. The
Yes.
second he realized that Ethan completely destroyed him, you know, everybody is against him, everybody's realizing he's being exposed as a fraud, he's like, Ethan, you racist piece of I mean, it is just sad, man. Grown man in your 30s behaving like this. Yikes.
I don't like the ageism comments, but you're not wrong that he's 30s and he should be at least a tidbit more mature than a fucking 17-year-old, you know? Like, really, dude? So, man, here, let's get
Can't
Chleep.
wait.
Let's get like half through
And he
Chleep.
was a criminal.
Okay, so he loses
Iraq,
it. So
because
this is after
Iraq-
this point, right?
It's all part of my argument.
So this is
that the bombs-
why, there we go. You didn't really phrase it in the whole window with that last one. It's post this discussion, and he doesn't want to admit the genocide or both sides are doing bad or both sides blah blah blah. He doesn't want to admit that, so that's what started to make him a little tempty. And then he
So
just
the
fucking
main
broke
reason
out
for the liquidation of
after he was
We
slammed the
left
fuck
because
in the
we were no
dick,
longer
dude.
safe. He wrote that in his book, 3 Worlds. Have you read that book?
And then
No, I have
after
not read 3 Worlds.
Okay, well,
Ethan
you're using a
additionally
lot of
slams
3
his fucking
Worlds,
balls
okay?
on the desk.
And he describes their departure from Iraq as traumatic, disorienting, and not voluntary. They were not proud Zionist migrations. They were leaving out of fear.
Ethan.
He said that himself.
Ethan.
He said, we did
My
not
friend.
leave Iraq because we were Zionists. We left because we were no longer
My
safe.
friend, you are failing to comprehend a very important reason why I brought up Avi Shlaim, by the way. And
Yeah, because
here's-
you think he supports your claim, but he absolutely does not. That's why, because you're a fucking
first of all,
liar.
He absolutely
Contend
does.
with what
but
I said.
Hold on.
No,
let me explain.
Contend with what I'm
Ethan,
saying. He said we did not
Ethan,
leave Iraq
the
because we were
plan-
Zionists. We left because we
Ethan.
were no longer safe. Do you want to explain what he meant by that?
Ethan,
Explain what he
Ethan,
meant by saying
Ethan,
we didn't leave
this is
because we
not-
were
this is
Zionists.
not
We
the guy
left
you
because
think
we
it
were no
is.
longer safe.
Okay.
Explain to me.
I can't wait to bring up Avi Shlaim on the broadcast to make you fucking look like a dumbass.
I can't
Let
wait
me
to.
tell you
And now
something.
explain what he means by that. We did not leave Iraq because we were
it's
Zionists. We
not-
left because we were no longer safe.
Iraqis are not Palestinian. You.
This is
There.
how he responds. How does that
There
make any
we
sense?
go.
Okay.
So this is also, as I wanted to fucking lead down the line here, a point about the fucking what the Avi guy had said that had fucking put him so far up in his panty wad that he had already been in the state, and that's why that discussion was coming up, and it was from a well-knowledged, well-sourced fucking person that was even your fucking source that you brought into this, that Ethan then used to rip your goddamn dick right the fuck off, okay? Rip the fuck off. This was the end of the debate. There, you were already fucked, fried, and sitting in a corner half dead, and you said, no, just fucking do it, Ethan, just fucking kill me. And he said, all right, I guess. And you took that bullet. And you fucking took that bullet. Dude, you put the barrel towards your mouth and told him to fire. And damned if that isn't what exactly we just fucking watched. And now you're mad about it. And now you're crying as a ghost floating up to fucking weasel heaven, right? Just like the fucking Roger Rabbit ghost. That's just you floating off as you fucking moronically fucking did yourself in, you stupid piece of shit. I feel like I could debate you. I feel like you're such a dumb fucking piece of shit, shill, moron, fucking racist, cunt, fucking bigot, as he called you, that I could fucking debate you. I feel like you're not even as leftist as my fucking, like, somewhat middle-of-the-road fucking ass. Like, you need to be checked as a fucking American, oil checked, like the rapes you don't fucking believe. You need to be checked. Okay, your everything needs to be double checked that you're any kind of actual American whatsoever at your core, because you're kind of just a fucking discard. And in our opinion, you're shit. You're not good to the left. You're not good to the right. What good are you? So fuck right
Face
off.
blue smiling.
Jekyll, and hide. Okay. AVGN. You see that one? You seen that one? It's a good AVGN. Okay. Hello. Hi. Great. So
how is this a justifiable response? Okay.
It's not. He's just deep throating his microphone. He wanted to wait to that point where he could just get that clip where he's screaming racism at Ethan so he can please a certain small portion of his Arab Palestinian viewers or whatever. This is what Hassan does. He does these little like pick points, and he knows that certain factions that he follows have certain strong interests. So when he can meander a conversation towards that point, he'll pick that strong interest out and ride the fuck out of that thing for his one of 15 fucking terrorist groups that start with H. There's Hezbollah, there's Hamas, there's the Houthis, there's who gives a fuck, there's there's what, there's all the other things he said. Geez, anyways.
So this guy brings up Abi Shlaim. He brings
up...
Yeah,
so it's his own fucking... He tied himself up with his own goddamn rope. It's so fucking impressive. So we'll be dabbling. Maybe, I guess, let me pound through my thingamajiggies and see if more of these are related to this. Because I kind of want to get out of the weeds with this issue and move the fuck forward. So let's check out... this is an extension of that, as we had already been pecking around the whole content area. So I've already been through this Rev Desu. I got a thing picked out here. Let's jump in.
Now I want to move to this right here. This is a very weird part of the debate where
the ADL portion.
We see Hassan in a very blatant lie trying to say that Ethan Klein works with the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, which, by the way, making that assumption about a Jewish man that they must be a part of the ADL because they're Jewish, I think that's pretty anti-Semitic, but...
And that's it. And I just wanted to point that out on the other end of the racism. If you're watching this show, we already really went into the ADL thing, showed how even I've contacted the ADL for separate anti-Semitism problems that have been rampant in the USA lately. It's not just an H3 thing, it's a outer world shit attacking the USA kind of thing. It's a whole different lately problem of the last like 2 or 3 years that anti-Semitism, this growing fucking hatred has really been on the rise and has really been aggressive, and how it's been trying to dismantle America. So, I just wanted to get that point down of Hassan claiming that racism, that bigotry towards Ethan on some dumb random point for one of his H gangs on behalf of his own guy that he brought up. What a fucking moron. I wanted to show that Hassan, by assuming that Ethan is Jewish, therefore ADL connect, like, okay, that's fucking racist. Like, I just wanted to get that in too as an actual like display of Hassan's not only attempted display of trying to show others as racist, but his own fucking triple stamped goddamn racism in every fucking way imaginable during that debate. Triple fucking stamped. Something, Ethan would present some race letter and fucking Hassan went bam with his little fucking stamp every time one went by. Oh, anti-Semitism? Yeah, yes, definitely. Anti-Semitism? Jewish? Oh, I got it. He bit every fucking point. So as much as people think that Blah got Blah's clips, the personality, the behavior was displayed, as was Ethan's main fucking goal. So in terms of this debate, people are now arguing it was just a bad debate because they're not fucking willing to let their guy is lost, dead in the fucking water. He's a shit debater. He's the one that made it the bad debate. So I can go over and over and rant my fucking dick off about this. This is why I just have to like pick and go.
Let's
you know,
watch the clip.
This
And
is
I'll
fucking
quote a
great, dude.
tweet
It was the fight of the century, folks.
You made. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Let's watch
said-
let's watch Mayweather get this fucking hook in. Watch his shit.
I'll quote, he worked with the ADL to make Zionists a protected class on Twitch. Now that is an outright lie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an outright lie.
No, it is.
I worked with the
you took credit
ADL.
over it,
So-
didn't you?
Sorry. I worked with the ADL. What does that mean?
Yeah, as in like worked alongside. I don't think you're in the ADL.
Oh, that's what you meant when you said I worked with the ADL.
So
I worked beside
Yes.
them, just incidentally together. You didn't mean that I
Yeah,
worked
yeah,
with
no, I
them
do
privately to
think
get
that,
people
yes.
banned. Of course not.
No, I do think that.
Didn't
I
you
stand
say
by
you
that.
choose your
I
words
think
very
that you
carefully?
worked alongside the ADL.
You
Most
just
of the
told me
time.
briefly ago. You
Burns.
choose your words very carefully, Hassan.
unless you get me on something.
Not always. I am
Oh,
famously.
okay, we're walking that back.
I am-
Sometimes. Sometimes I speak up and
famous
say
Yeah, he
my
just
mind.
said
I say you work with
earlier,
ADL.
I chose my
Here you
words
are again
carefully.
repeating the lie with
Wow.
Steiny on video. Go ahead. You had time
Constantly
to.
come after me when his knows I'm not anti-Semitic and making these inferences that I am and like partnering with like the ADL and
Whoops. Guess he didn't choose his words very carefully. Again,
Partnering with ADL. Partnering with ADL. Okay? Partnering with the ADL. Those are his exact fucking words. Partnering with ADL. Partnering with ADL.
this is something that's like such a blatant lie, and he can't even own up to it. Like, just say, yeah, I said that. I can see why it would come off like I'm saying that Ethan directly worked with the
And then on the counter of this, whatever.
ADL.
It doesn't
It's just
even
like a
matter what he
pointless,
comes back
stupid
with.
lie that he made, and he just won't admit to it, which is not surprising in the slightest. But
Right.
I want to share a little bit of this. This is just about halfway.
Oh, this. Yeah, you also look into this? Okay, I can see why I paused this video here. Fuck. It's a great point. Oh, before we move on from that, though, Frogan also peddles the ADL bullshit. Denims also peddles the ADL bullshit. And I also have Sean DeBlack peddling the same ADL bullshit. All three of those creators who were in that video all say the same false ADL shit of there is proof of Ethan having said or directly worked with, where none of them have ever pulled up any actual clip or statement directly other than what Hassan has said to attempt to prove that. I've looked into it like 3 times, 4 times now. It's fucking gross. I literally have a clip of Sean, and I'm calling him out, saying, you don't have proof of that. Watch Sean dig for it, say that he found proof of it, which wasn't proof of it, say that it was proof of it, laugh at it being proof of it while it wasn't proof of it. I have Sean doing that. He's an idiot. So, wow. So the ADL thing is definitely one of their communal fucking crash points. Continue.
Through where he just starts crashing out. Like, Hassan literally just loses his mind. Let's watch a little bit of this.
Didn't leave
I'll watch
because
this
we were
for you.
Zionists.
It's not
We
the gotcha
left
you
because
think
we
it
were no
is.
longer safe.
Okay.
Explain to me.
I can't wait to bring up Avi Shlaim on the broadcast to make you fucking look like a dumbass.
I can't wait to. Now explain what he means by that. We did not leave Iraq because we were Zionists. We left because we were no longer safe.
Iraqis are not Palestinian. You fucking moron. You racist piece of shit.
What?
Because Iraq and the pan-Arabic nationalist movements that arise out of
you are out of your mind.
Is not about Palestinians.
Okay, so what did the Jews in Iraq have to do with fucking Israel? You bigot. You are so out of your mind.
And then Iraqis,
dude, you scream.
Zionists are actually the
Iraqi
ones.
government's racism
Okay.
during the pan-Arabic nationalist movements as a vindication for.
So when he says things like Zionists was actually the ones who had done it, you can see that his anti-Semitism points are kicking up again. His bigotry he was just accused of is directly coming out in that he's broadly showing it, as he does with his swastika. He's admitting everything that he is, to the point where the iDubbbz video, where he literally says, "I'm a terrorist, ha ha ha," at the beginning of the video. Just take his fucking word for it. Just take his fucking word for it. He said he was. Technically, none of us can be blamed ever for directly calling him a terrorist now, because he admitted it. He said he was. I don't believe he was being sarcastic. You're going to have to tell me that you were being sarcastic. It's not obvious to me. I understand that cock is sarcasm in a way, but not really. I mean, I'm pretty sure you were just serious when you were saying that you were a legit terrorist. So you said Ethan was right. And you said you watched the content cop and everything in it was correct. So, or I mean the content nuke rather on that end. So I guess Ethan was right and you're just a fucking terrorist by your own admission. So I can call you a fucking terrorist all I want, huh? Crazy. Okay. Anyway, terrorist.
For why, or a comparison as to why Israel had to do the Nakba.
So the Nakba does not have anything to do with All Lives Matter. He said it's very much an All Lives Matter. It has nothing to do with All Lives Matter. It's like a Palestinian-only sorrow. It has nothing to do with fucking any
Take a breath,
all
bro.
lives
Like, whenever
bullshit.
someone gets this mad, they're just shouting over the person they're debating. I think it's because they know they're in a corner and they're trying to fight their way out.
Yep.
This is a series of conversations they had about historical things, and it's like, again, like, wouldn't you think like Hassan would know a lot more than Ethan Klein? A lot of people have fact checked this stuff, and it's just like outrageous claims, and he's yelling because he's being.
The thing about Hassan is he doesn't show up to any debates with actual like knowledge. He'll say he has knowledge and he'll bring shit up mid-debate like he did here and say like, "Oh yeah, I read that book," but he didn't read that fucking book. He's just looking for references and shit. He's a cocksucker. He's a cocksucker, confident, little fucking false confidence, egotistical little shitbag. So he'll go into this unprepared because he wants to like flex and be like, "Oh, wasn't I impressive? Even though I don't know shit about shit. It's all my fucking ability to like kite the fucking main issue. Aren't I so good at this? Aren't I fucking good?" You're not good at it. You're not good at it. You're not that good at it to where you can show up to these things without having watched the content nuke and have been ready for the fucking rape portion of a major reason of this debate as to why you fucking lost it. If you were at all well researched whatsoever, you would have known what was coming at you for this fucking video. You're a fucking moron, dude. You didn't even prepare for it. You went in there cocky and you got your ass fucking bewildered. You got fucking bewildered. You got muddled. You got fucked, dude. You got fucked. Jesus.
Checked in real time. He
fucking
like
checked, dude. He was stumbling the whole fucking time.
In there about clip sources, which I think is
hour and 20 minutes in, lost his entire fucking game. 2 hours 40 minutes in, he's already fucking drooling, screaming, loses his composure. 3 fucking hours, it was like he is gone. He's just yelling and fucking gut busting. That's all he's fucking doing.
Dumbest thing ever. Where
he's
Hassan
a fucking
Piker
idiot.
was saying that Ethan gets his clip sources from bad people, where there was bad titles. Like one of them was titled, the clip
Chris
that he was
CPS.
shared was titled Hamas Piker, right? And literally during the same debates, he shared a file that was Chris CPS.
Yeah,
now, for those who don't
strange.
know, there was about a month ago a false call made to CPS on Ethan Klein and his children, and that was something he had to deal with because psychos in some of these communities decided to abuse and weaponize CPS to basically get one over on Ethan Klein.
Yeah.
So he literally, again, set up the standard and then violated it himself in the same debate. Like crazy stuff.
I mean, not to mention he has a file called Chris CPS? What does Chris have to do with the CPS call? Am I stupid for that one, or are we all on this? Who's Chris? What is Chris to this situation? Chris CPS? Who's Chris? Who's Chris?
Then there's this whole
Am I stupid on that?
conversation about
Anyway.
Destiny, which is
So this is my story. Okay, this is my story. It was trending. Hassan Piker, Ethan Klein were trending. And then about an hour later, Destiny was trending. And then Destiny was trending for like the rest of the night. Your entire crowd, all of you, can't help but suck Destiny's fucking cock like 24/7 until you're fucking purple lipped and fucking like eyes in the back of your head, fucking come all over fucking everything. Just like this entire face full of white is just you guys fucking sprayed with fucking jizzles from this fucking Destiny bullshit. It's amazing how much Hassan's crowd really fucking orbits, cock sucks, blows the fuck out of Destiny and everything that he is. So
a content creator that lives in
be
the
more
mind
obvious
of
about it,
Hassan
you know?
Piker.
Shit.
He believes everything that happens to
amazing.
him
It
is
really
the
is.
work of Destiny. There's
Yeah.
no connection whatsoever between Ethan and Destiny.
Nope.
Despite Hassan believing that he wrote the content nuke.
Which is funny because as much as all these people are proven to, or said to put up work, put up proof, they never do. They never have that clencher of like, I was sucking Destiny's dick and then this happened. They don't have that from Ethan. He doesn't, I was blowing off Destiny. Even like back in the day, he wasn't saying like, well, Destiny this and that. Well, I fucking invited him on the show and I fingered his anus and I fucking swallowed his guzzle load, bro. And it's like, no, that didn't happen. But then on the H3 end, the Hassan end, we do have that happening. We have them hate watching, but definitely oil checking and fucking getting purple lipped. Like they're really going to town on that motherfucker. It's quite impressive.
Ethan made
Really.
on Hassan a few months ago. Let's just watch some of this.
That I think you're doing that all on your own.
We'll see.
To be fair.
Yeah, we'll see. So do you want to tell me what is your evidence that I work with or talk to or have any association with at all with Destiny?
What?
Do you have anything?
What?
What? Oh, but what?
What? Half the shit I've accused you for the last fucking year. What? I've never said you work at Destiny. Fucking idiot.
The guy that I talk about fucking obsessively 100
fucking
times a day,
moron.
that is like basically like the Antichrist, the Lord Voldemort in my community. Yeah, you accuse me of working with him, knowing him, talking to him. What is your evidence for that?
Oh, thank you for asking.
Oh, you're very
Not
welcome.
only is there video footage of you corresponding with someone in your Discord that literally aligns perfectly with Destiny's own Discord offering clips for you.
Okay. So there's a person who might get clips here and send it there. Okay, that's his strong link. Okay. What about the fact that blah 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 Denims, blah 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 Ian, blah 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 CPS? What about that link? Is that strong at all? Is there any kind of responsibility there on your guys' end compared to the responsibility that you're now forcing on Ethan's end under this Destiny shit for knowing some fucking clip trader? Shut the fuck up, idiot.
You to pull.
That sounds like a stretch.
You've also used.
That's pretty much as good as it gets. I'll
Yeah.
spare you some more time.
That's all
here.
they got.
But
So,
yeah,
well played.
His evidence.
That's all
is
they
that
got.
There's a guy in the Discord server who also is in his Discord server.
There you go.
That's it.
There's a guy
The
who's in
connection
both Discords,
has been
and he
formed.
puts a
And
clip
also, you
here,
wanna
and
know
then he also
something
put a
funny?
clip there. Get
How
that
red
guy,
free
get
all this
him.
is. The first thing that
Jesus.
Hassan did after the debate was over was immediately tweet about Destiny. Completely and utterly
Amazing.
rent free. Like it's
Yeah.
actually insane. And by the
All
way, I mean,
he
like,
could think
I-
about it the whole time, from the swastika and the black people N-word and the pro-Palestinian genocide and all that other revenge porn and stuff, it all just made him think of Destiny. The whole time Hassan was just, oh, Destiny though. I can't wait for this debate to be over so I can tweet about Destiny without Ethan watching me do it. Should I do it below the table? Ooh, it's like cheating. Oh, should I hit send? I'm not going to hit send until we're done with the debate. Oh, I'm so turned on by Destiny, though. Oh, sexual assault allegations. Oh, I wish it was me. What is this debate over? I'm so mad at Ethan. He's such a bigot. Like, fuck, dude. So your community is very desperate for some Destiny cock. It's very impressive. It's kind of gross. Holy fuck. Okay, I get it now. I understand why Hassan avoids debates. He's fucking actually fucking clueless about Israel-Palestine. He's fucking stupid and arrogant and egotistical. And probably the majority issues he talks about is just fucking drivelly bullshit. And he has no fucking idea what he's talking about when he comes to drivelly bullshit. He's just fucking grifting, dude. He's just grifting Israel-Palestine. It's amazing. I mean, he's like a fucking Turkish, Iranian fucking, my daddy's in the Iran war, like what, right? Like Iran war maker death camp motherfucker. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But like, why are you even so concerned, bro? Why don't you just go back to Turkey? Like, nobody wants you here. Just seriously, bye. Go be a turkey in Turkey, bitch.
Don't like Destiny. A lot of people don't like Destiny, but
Anyway.
his obsession with him is
be a
pretty
turkey
well
in
documented
Turkey.
at this point. But let's wrap it up here because there's only 2 more clips I want to show. This was at the end of the debate. I just want to share this one honestly because it's
Well,
pretty
that's
funny.
great. Here it
And,
is.
and by the way,
I'm just
we
doing my show.
You're not gonna
I'll just
stop.
say up front, we can end on that point. You know.
Oh, I can keep going all
I'm
day
sure
if
you
you
can.
want to.
Yeah, I know. I know you go to bed
All
tonight
day
in a
if you
cool
want
race
to.
car bed, but I have family.
Oh,
Okay,
Kids.
no, that's fine.
Okay. I did
Why
some
are you thinking
Adderall.
about what my bedroom looks like? It's kind of weird, man.
Yeah. No.
Why did he take that?
My bedroom. I got Destiny back there. Don't tell anybody. No. I got a picture of Destiny. I got a Destiny body pillow on my bedroom. If only Ethan knew that. Jesus, dude.
Comment.
Yeah, no
It's
shit.
very weird.
He's
reaction,
perversion.
but
He's
right.
perversion.
Ethan,
He called me a fruity, racist, polycule. I've been on Hassan's show. He's sent me several insults. So, fuck you. What is it? Hasik to the moon. Hasik to the moon. Hasik straight to the moon, buddy.
Ethan goes home to his family, and Hassan, he goes home and stares at the ceiling and thinks about how he's no longer the top political
dude.
streamer on Twitch, and then probably cries himself to sleep. But
Dude.
he had one more thing to
Here, I got
say,
this.
wrapping up the debates when he was
Okay.
back on his own. He got rid of his mantle off of his shoulders here, and
Good.
basically started going off saying that there's going to be a sea of brigaders as a result of this debate, and to be prepared for that.
Online.
He's saying, my troops, line up, attack. And they went after Destiny. Idiots.
So in the upcoming days,
So
you will see an endless.
they didn't even go after the right target. They went
Ethan was
towards
so
Destiny.
calm
Shit,
and
dude. What do we do?
composure the
What? Oh,
entire time.
Destiny?
TikTok will
Charge!
go crazy with clips
Shit.
going
Fucking
where people
idiots,
are like,
dude.
What the fuck is this guy's
So
problem
impressive.
about Ethan?
Fuck.
Twitter most likely will also be going crazy with clips that are like, what the fuck is this guy's problem?
You're an
with
idiot.
respect to Ethan.
You're dumb.
But Reddit and Twitch and my Twitch chat will absolutely be brigaded to oblivion with people
So?
going, he was so intelligent. You got
So the places where you have been proven to have some kind of moderation power or ability to manipulate the staff, you're going to be flooding those locations with misinformation, lies, and bullshit. Because you likely, rich boy, have paid into those things to happen, to occur. Bots, etc., harassment campaigns. You're just admitting it with your brigaders. You said you're a terrorist. Is it so off kilter for me to fucking say how you're terroristing at this point? I don't feel it is. So, yeah.
owned little.
Okay, let me make this clear, by the way. I don't think necessarily that Ethan won the debate. It's more like Hassan Piker lost, right? It was like an...
Hassan didn't really show up for it. And when he was forced to actually stand on his ground, he lost, as you said. I would say that Ethan won because of how dumb, how bad faith, how shit, how unprepared Hassan was. And having seen the Sam debate, the previous podcast, I felt that Ethan was capable of a more mature level of debate where Hassan is not. Ironically enough, one being the jokey, whatever comedian guy, don't take him seriously. And the other guy actually being the supposed to be calm political boy. But the calm political boy is just turning out to be a fucking little Nazi-ass fucking neo-Nazi modern day fucking racist little cunt bag. So, Oh, crazy.
Unforced error. He just completely screwed himself over start to finish, and he should have won based on the type of people and their backgrounds, especially when it comes to politics. Hassan Piker should have destroyed him, but it didn't go his way. He got embarrassed, and it's not just a couple small spots that are supporting Ethan Klein. I think the overall landscape across all social media right now is that Hassan Piker blew this, and you can see evidenced by the actual debate uploaded on his own channel. I mean, this is pretty pathetic for a video on his own channel on a debate like this to not even get close to a 50% like-dislike ratio. This guy is literally a dislike factory at this point. Everything he touches gets dislike bombed into oblivion because people have had enough. They're repudiating him. They repudiate anything that has to do with him, and it's shown here once again. And of course, the orbiters were in full force, right? You have all of his favorites like Denim's TV saying Ethan demolished by Hassan. Holy moly. You have this one. Wake up, Ethan. That wasn't a debate. It was a massacre. This one saying Ethan x Hassan debate fiasco. And one more. Hassan debates Ethan Klein. And of course, that's one of his many orbiters.
Now explain what he means by that. We did not leave
every
because we were Zionists. We left because we
know
were
they're out there defending. That's not too surprising. But at the end of the day, this was a big mess, and they agreed to possibly do more in the future. I mean,
they have said this over.
I don't believe that.
Over and over.
I haven't seen those statements.
We all won. We're all winning by getting free content out of this because it's a spectacle to watch. But for now, that's going to do for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section
There's
down
the
below.
content deputy.
Hope you guys enjoyed
We'll
the video, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, Grand Theft
You can
Auto
look at that,
6
right?
news. Dun, 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 dun. It's
This
a
one's
long
really
road,
getting hit.
baby. You know that I
Right
love
now,
GTA
okay.
6. I love me that Grand Theft
Is that what I'm
Auto.
hearing?
I mean, plenty of...
Boom, boom, boom. What are you doing back here, buddy? Jesus. I wasn't paying attention for fucking 10 seconds. Let's do that again.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto 6 news. Dun, 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 dun. It's
my God,
a long
dude.
road, baby. You know that I love
Jesus
GTA
Christ.
6. I love me that Grand
Hey, you're on
Theft
fire.
Auto.
I'm letting
I mean,
it
plenty of
happen.
videos on it, and you know what?
Bing, 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 bing. He was going, dude. He was fucking going. You went to the park with somebody, okay, buddy? Okay? Okay there, buddy? No, it says you went to the park. I want to see the one where you're going to the park there. Go to the park. The park, eh? I want to see you go to the park, eh? Yeah, there you go. 21 hours ago. There you go. We're going to the park now. I see some you know, low buildings. We got some fucking ass. We got some fucking orange and blue. You know, monkey bars and shit. You know. We got tubes you can't fit out. You can't fit in the tubes. Weird. Shit, dude. That was fun. That was fun. Alright, Elon Musk's SpaceX site could become a Texas city called Starbase.
While Tesla boss Elon Musk is one.
What do you think, Asmongold? Huh? Eh?
And tonight we will find out if his vision
Should they
of creating
change
a space town will
Brownsville?
officially become a reality.
I think everything is
So the
brown in
proposed land
Brownsville.
where
What the
this
fuck,
new
dude?
City would be
It's a nice heavy
is
tan
really
you got there,
only
bitch.
about 1.5 square miles. We know it's made up of SpaceX complexes as
Amazing.
well as homes and land. Just 280 people within those city boundaries
Damn.
are eligible to vote. Most of them either SpaceX employees or affiliated, including SpaceX CEO Elon Musk himself, who could vote here today. There are commissioners and a mayor on the ballot who are also SpaceX employees, and people I've spoken to who are not in favor of a star-based city have raised conflict of interest concern between public and private interests and the environmental impact on the local state park, beaches, and fragile wetlands that surround that launch area. Now, so far, we have seen roughly 60% early voter turnout, which is a significant increase from the normal countywide early voter turnout in May, which is about 5 to 10%. So, Laura, clearly high voter turnout, but a small number of eligible but invested voters around here.
Got it. So then what does the election timeline look like from here?
Yeah, so we can have results really fast after the polls close at 7 p.m. Central Time tonight. But then after that, if Starbase does get voted into becoming a city, I mean, there's going to be a couple of procedures that would happen in the immediate aftermath. But then those newly affected, there are commissioners.
I'm mayor of Starbase. Yeah. Why do you call it Doge? Why not call it like Doge? Like Dodge, right? You come to the wrong place. This fucking, yeah, you came to Dodge. You get the fuck out of Dodge, buddy. Just call it Doge, dude. So much cooler. Doge, Texas? What the fuck is wrong with you? Starbase. That's so fucking lame. A starbase implies it should be in the stars. I'm turning into Hassan. I think I'm turning into Hassan. I really think so. Oh, this is our government-sponsored content video, by the way.
My fellow Americans. And
yeah.
more importantly, my fellow true patriots.
Okay.
Today, I'm proud
The
to
ones that are
announce a
not
tremendous, beautiful, incredible change. No longer will we call it Veterans Day. That's old news and frankly
Calling
boring.
it Trump Day.
From now on, the 11th of November will be known officially, legally, and very strongly as Bone Spurs Day. To honor the brave, the brilliant, the strategic men who, like myself, had the
Have bone
fortitude to
spurs.
not get blown up in some jungle because they had a little heel discomfort.
Yeah.
We don't talk about them enough, folks. We really don't. Now we do. While others were running toward danger, these heroes ran toward doctors' notes. While some losers and suckers were crawling through mud, these legends were crawling through the back door of a strip club to avoid the draft board.
That's right.
With courage, cunning, and creatively forged medical paperwork. Bone Spurs Day, unlike the outdated Veterans Day, will be a chance to recognize truly brave men who knew the key to strength is survival.
This guy.
Men who instead of going to war went to peace. By the way, all socks will be 50% off on Bone Spurs Day.
Okay.
I have also authorized funds for a few new statues to commemorate the holiday. So happy Bone Spurs Day to America's newest heroes.
Fuck yeah.
Really hate that sad loser, Mr. Newberger.
I can't wait for Bone Spurs Day. Dude, socks half off. Dude, I got so many socks that I am interested in getting. You know, I have so many pairs of socks. I'm not even kidding. Dude, there's some socks that are $5 a pop, right? And that means $2.50 a pop. I mean, I can get two of them now. Okay? I can get two of them. That's even more socks for the same price.
So he apparently uploaded a new video.
What? Okay.
Content deputy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Oh.
Don't worry. It's only 2 minutes long.
Ah, fuck.
Don't worry, we
This
keep
clip.
it short.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, let me watch the first
Fuck,
minute.
dude.
Hello, everyone.
First
Welcome
minute.
back to another
First
episode
minute.
of
Okay,
Content
that's it.
Deputy. I was hoping that if I made a video about Ethan, he would act like an adult and he would keep the attacks directed at me and Anissa. Unfortunately, I was wrong in thinking that because Ethan, in a desperate attempt to attack and smear Anissa and I, he started attacking our charity event.
I don't know if you know this, but the last year they lost $250,000 to be.
So now you're immune from criticism because of your charity event? Now, like, what is this?
Wait. Context. The main reason people are upset is that iDubbbz's second boxing event, Creator Clash 2, was heavily promoted as a charity event. This was repeatedly used as a shield from any criticism. But it turns out that due to complete mismanagement, they lost $250,000 and didn't donate a single dollar to charity.
Right.
Meanwhile, they were hosting lavish gala events to process their emotions. Nicholas De Orio, broke down the situation in
I
detail.
did
The
watch
second
that.
year we
I
decided
did
to do
watch
the,
that.
gala, which everybody complained about. Not everybody, but some people were like up their ass about us like doing the gala.
And they're up their ass that we had a gala. There was no money for charity. We rented out a fucking hotel.
And we had all these feelings that we hadn't processed. The second
Dude,
year,
they had to
which, by the
process.
way,
We had to have a gala, guys. We got to process our emotions.
we knew that we had lost money on the event, and we had to go to the gala.
Wait, that's even funnier. I didn't even think of that. I didn't realize the gala came after. So they sat there drinking champagne, knowing that no money went to fucking. It's so much worse than I thought.
And it was like this magical, like movie moment where it felt like this was the right thing to do for everyone as a thank you.
And now they're doing it again.
He started attacking our charity event.
You can't blame Ethan for coming at your business ventures when you came at his career too. Like the moment that you try to get
That's
somebody
true.
canceled,
That's fair.
in my opinion, all bets are off.
Right.
Like you're bringing his wife into it.
Yep.
You're talking about his
Kids.
employees.
The fact that you're supporting
like his
CPS
kids
through that
are
or
being
just
involved.
avoiding it through that,
Like you've
right.
got CPS.
That's part of it.
If you think that
Right,
there is
right.
any
Thank you.
line
Thank
that
you,
Ethan
Asmon.
can cross
Thank
and
you,
I'm going to
Asmon.
complain about it, I'm
Yep.
sorry to say, yeah, it's fair play. This would
Right.
have never happened if you didn't make the video. You
Right.
make the video, he responds, and
Even
now
down to
you're
this,
the
just trying to
victim?
take down
I
a
don't
pride
fucking
point
think
of
so.
Ethan.
And it was like this
it was very
magical, like
petty.
movie
Very childish,
moment where it
very
felt like this
girly,
was the right
very
thing to do
petty.
for everyone as a thank you.
Girly. It was very girly, very petty. I'm saying Hassan does very much bitch moves, very very underhanded bitch moves is what I'm saying. Am I saying women are girly and bitches? I don't know. They can be. I'm not specifically saying that. I apologize. I apologize for my short-sightedness right now. Anyways, let's see here. Drinkers Chasers, The Last of Us implodes, audience score collapses. Polygon FFO Gamergate blamed. I think I have that pulled up actually. Oh. Okay, let's go. The person who won the Ethan Klein Hassan debate was
Dan. He
That's
needs
right.
you more than you need
That's right.
him.
Dan
Stop babying
was
this
Dan
man,
all day.
please. He needs you more than you need him. Stop
Dan's
babying
the
him.
winner.
I know that's true, but I
Winner
don't
Dan.
baby him.
Come on. Okay. All right.
You want to target the crew more? You want
I'm
to
not
drum up
targeting the
her
crew. These were my
It's fine.
coworkers.
Dan's
I
the
have
winner.
a tremendous amount of respect for the crew.
I know you guys
Bye, Ethan.
I know you guys hate each other,
shit.
but the views were crazy.
It was? How many? I
I'm
never
just
looked.
saying, think about it.
What was the views at? I never looked.
They're pretty good on both ends, like 100K.
Whose was higher?
Don't ask that question.
Don't ask that question.
Hassan's was higher?
Hassan's was higher.
Yeah.
Not by
Yeah.
much, but it was higher.
That's Zach
good.
just
We
cracking
gotta
up
do
in the
something.
I
back.
had 120,000. I don't know what you guys had over there. I wasn't looking, but
We got up to about 100K, so.
Well, we're going to have to do
No.
some. These people are
like
clearly
90, maybe
have some
80.
kind of brain disease, and we need to do
83K.
something about it.
It was somewhere in there, I think.
no, for sure.
All right, have a good night, Hassan.
All right, you
I gotta
too.
go.
You too, buddy.
You take care, bud.
All right.
Old friends, together at last.
Bye, Hassan.
Give Kaya our love. Give Kaya our love.
Yeah, we all still love Kaya.
Oh my God, what a fucking train wreck!
That dog will
I
pass
was
one day.
hoping that
I never knew it.
I shouldn't have
It's a cute
hoped that he
mutt,
would have
but
been
I
more
never knew
open to
it.
listening, but
The dog,
I guess
too,
that's what it
shall
was meant
pass
to be.
someday.
What did he eat?
I'm so tired.
I wonder if
How
our
long
team
was that going on for?
Well, look, he was his dog was
we're going on
dying
5
from
hours here.
some type of neglect or something.
Was I owned?
No.
I need to process everything that just
Not
happened.
at all.
My head's spinning, to be
Another
honest.
fucking fever dream.
I was trying to lose, like at the end tail of that. It's like, dude, I can't do
I
it.
could tell you were
Yeah, old man was petering out a little bit.
I think
I'll
I
say-
got him. Honestly, I think I got him pretty
Yeah,
good.
we're getting along
The
in
way
our
that he
age
was,
there, Ethan, you know.
denying obvious, blatant
dude.
shit. And being like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's not. No, you're insane. You're hallucinating
Fuck.
it. It's like, bro, that's crazy talk.
You stuck up pretty well.
I also
though.
liked how he
liked it.
like, whatever. People will analyze this.
Yeah,
Yep.
And they
I'd
can
say
decide.
For like a
both
month,
sides got
dude,
the
for
clips
like
they
a
wanted.
month. Yeah.
That's the end
That's
of that.
kind of the thing, right? Is like anything. Both sides declare victory, and nothing really changes.
It was
So,
definitely like
what can you do?
It
Just
was way
keep doing
higher.
it, 'cause the
Ethan got a
views are
couple
great,
more
right,
points
Hassan?
on him. At least 4 over him.
Hassan's got to
I'm
eat.
just saying.
He's got to pay. He's got to pay for that chicken and someone to make it for him too. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Thank you to the
That's
awesome.
good. Oh, Dan does say
loyal,
something right at the
genius,
last end of this, so let's
carrying 100,000 to
finish
watch
her up. Let's
on
go.
our
Let's
stream,
get this
not
clip going.
Hassan's.
All right.
So important. And I appreciate. I don't know if that was what y'all wanted, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
People are saying I won.
Yeah, Dan won. Dan wins. Danny
stop
wins.
babying me?
Oh, it's a Game Grumps meme. So, Danny wins. Danny wins. Aaron wins.
Alrighty.
Ethan wins. Danny wins. Great. That was fucking fantastic, though. It was really good. We have, I believe, maybe one more down this avenue, and then we're moving on from this topic. Twitter's losing it. Twitter's losing it. Something is blah, 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 something. You saw me thumbs down this shit, right? Okay, good. That's all that matters. Now, here we go. What's your review of new... I don't want to do that. What's your review of... I'm just going to get this one out of the way. I ate these. They were okay. You know, like stacked, like processed stacked chicken kind of taste feels? It was like that. Kind of like a fish stick, but a little nuggety.
Hello, everyone.
So here they are.
Two of them.
They're good. They're weighted. They're large, and they come with special
They
sauces.
almost look, but I think it's just based on the contrast. Like they're
So-
shrouded in darkness. Or...
Let's see him take that side bite. I'm sorry, we got to get the bite in with this guy. That's one of his.
Good, they're going in.
That's your staple. That's your signature. Yum 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 yum. You see when he made that noise like that? That's how he scares off his opponents. The teeth shape is just fucking only from here over on the fight. Shit. Anyway. Yum, 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 yum. See, he lets that sound off to let others around him know that he's hunting right now, right? And to not approach because he's dangerous. Wet Fingers. Wet Fingers is very, very concentrated on how he eats his food.
I actually have a little more time than I thought I did, so I'm just going to leave the camera rolling for the rest of the review.
With a hook.
So, silly it may look, I have it skewered
Okay.
to the fork.
What are you trying to say?
Simply because these are a bit greasy and oily to hold.
Okay.
This is just personal preference. It really isn't the end of the world or anything.
Okay.
I am happy to say, though, that the quality of the chicken is better than I was expecting, which
Okay.
is good. Like I said, I don't know how well you could really discern anything from the cross-section.
It's not like
but
cheap as fuck chicken nuggets from like
quality of
Banquet.
the
It's not
chicken,
Banquet.
As far as McDonald's is concerned, that is.
Yeah.
Is on the higher end. It's not that sort of spongy, cheap quality.
Right, Banquet.
That you would find in some of the lower...
Or maybe...
The lower tier
I get what you're
items.
saying. Yeah.
Such as, the McChicken sandwich,
Right,
for
right.
instance. And even some of the McNuggets, which are all right in their own right. But, it has that sort of spongy quality to it. This, on the other hand, doesn't. This is
It's not just a
definitely,
Big McNugget. It's a little
much
different.
Fuller, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And I hope anyway, you were able to see there is a crunchy exterior, and a definite crisp to it, likewise.
Well, they do come with the sauces. So I'd like to see you take a little bit of the sauce and get a little bite of the sauce in there, too. Yeah, get a little sauce of the sauce.
Taste the creamy chili.
Going in.
Going in.
Yes. Just eat the whole bit, dude. Just eat the whole fucking bit. The tiniest little fucking corner of something and then flicks it away. Just fucking eat the whole chunk, dude. Take a big boy bite. Oh, Jesus. What is this? All right. Yeah, just eat the whole fucking... Oh, my God. He eats half of the half. What's this 1/4? Please, I'm a consumer. I must have more consumption.
Sauce. A subtle hint of sweetness and a subtle note of spice to it as well.
I think it was pretty good. I think the nether sauce from McDonald's or whatever the fuck, that was weird. Burger King, was it? I don't know. The nether sauce from the fucking Minecraft, that was a strange one. It's like an attempt at Saskatchewan. Not really very good, though. This bitch ruined her life with one TikTok. Let's watch it and maybe a tiny bit of what a Cheeto has to say about it.
Explaining to my Republican grandfather, who I went no contact with, why I cannot have a relationship with him without enabling fascism. Trigger warning, Republican racism, bro. What are we about to get into?
Okay.
Explaining to my Republican grandfather that I can't love him or be around him in his final days where he is slowly turning from human to dust. You know,
Just because he's
I
a
can't be
Trumper.
near you,
It's very
okay? You're a
strange.
fascist. You're an
Okay.
insurrectionist.
Hit it up.
You may as well have Heiled Hitler because when you voted for Trump and you registered as a Republican, you Heiled Hitler. That's what you did.
We
Dude,
can
I
see-
keep getting all these fucking
Yes,
friend
we can
requests from
see
these
your
Russian
friend
Steam bot
requests.
scammers.
Yes, we
Forget
see
that.
your
Anyway.
Russian love queen. Yes, we see your Russian love queen, Cheeto.
Like, I just want to ask you questions and I want you to answer
Okay,
them.
go.
Okay. Name?
Can I just say my first name, Frank?
Yeah. And age.
82.
What?
All right, so we're wearing a mask indoors in Big 25. Let's
Idiot,
check the
dumb,
date and time
stupid.
before
Yeah,
we
no
put
shit.
the mask on. Not really
Continue.
what we're supposed to be wearing,
Idiot,
let alone
dumb,
indoors.
stupid.
And I know you ain't wearing that to protect your grandfather because you just basically said, I don't want to see him until it's when he's 6 feet under. When it's an open casket, I'll look at him and I'll spit on him, you know?
Oh, whatever. She didn't say that. I guess we could have a mask on for making sure that the old person doesn't die. But as far as like mask for blah, I have a autoimmune shit. I don't need to take no shit. So. Bloop.
And that's basically what you said. And so she's
I
interviewing
ain't
her
taking no shit.
grandfather.
I ain't caught it
who's
neither.
quizzing her grandfather.
No vax, bitch. No vax.
And I thought I was chopped, bro. Look at this. This is the chopped final boss.
Party.
Who's on the chopping block? It's you. And so asking him his name and age like he's your grandfather, shouldn't you know?
Have you historically voted for?
That's very stupid.
Do you know what I would label myself politically?
Well, I would tend to think that you're neither,
Mm-hmm.
because neither one is doing the right thing.
Did you vote this year, 2024?
Yeah.
Before I went fully no contact a year ago, he told me he wouldn't vote anymore. So now I don't trust anything he's saying. Well, at a point, there was certain Trumpsters who just didn't want to vote for the guy because he was kind of, you know, huckster, fraud, fucking, you know, rapist or whatever the fuck. So they kind of flip-flop. But what are you going to do, you know?
Who did you vote for?
Hey, Grandva, how have you been? How's the battle with cancer going? You want to have an update as to how my classes have been and everything? Who the fuck did you vote for? You old, haggard, disgusting piece of shit.
I feel like this is for like a college thing or something, but yeah.
I hope I never see you again.
So,
Trump.
now going back to that, because I had a feeling that was going to be the answer. Why do you think you can vote away my basic human rights? And
Oh my fuck.
Oh wow, why'd you come at your grandpa like this?
Fucking God, this is your brain on mainstream media. Like, this
Yeah.
is what happens when you allow your brain to be a vessel for propaganda, and you've decided that the appropriate way to live your life is to treat your grandfather like he's some sort of fucking android.
So the grandpa's had neither one because neither one's doing the right thing. I wonder if he knows that about her, that she's like a idiot.
And you interview him.
expect a relationship with me.
Dude, she just said, how do you expect to have a relationship with me when you voted away my rights?
That's insane. He's not your dad who abandoned you. You know what I mean?
What fucking rights? They always say this, like, you're my rights. You have the same rights you did now that you did in November.
Well, I don't think the Democrats.
Instead of answering my question, he goes on a racist right-winged rant.
Okay, I don't think the
Right-winged
Democrats
rant?
have.
What the fuck? That's you don't know how to type, and that's concerning. Moving on from that, why are you trying to own your
Right-winged rant. Right-winged. You could say right-winged. It's kind of odd, though. It comes off the tongue. Weird.
grandfather in the marketplace of ideas? Play bingo! Play bingo with your grandfather! He doesn't have time! Time's ticking! What? Ask them what a right is because they probably won't know. Bro was excited to see his granddaughter as well. I mean, come on. Ignores my question.
These days, don't be too excited to
grandfather.
see
That's
anybody.
a slippery slope fallacy.
They're all identity politics fucking psychos.
The biggest problem that I see with the Democrats, they throw money at things to solve the problem, and they really don't want to solve the problem.
So, grandfather, just to pause you in, let's just pause here. I
mean-
ran a quick fact check on that, and your fact check, you're spreading misinformation to me.
I ran a quick fact check. The thing that throws money at the thing is the party that literally just let a bunch of billionaires fucking take over shit and run it. Ain't nobody ever done that before. Okay.
You are spreading misinformation right now, and so what I'm gonna do is ethically yank the plug on your life support.
The black problem, Ronald Reagan, I think.
So I'm trying not to interject, but can we maybe just simplify it to that the way you vote?
Yo, bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Vote is because you just don't agree with the Democratic Party, so you're voting against the Democratic Party. Can we...
That's how people vote. Yeah, if they disagree with something, they vote against it. I feel like this is what you... Like, this person has a very basic level of political understanding, right? And they got that from somewhere. And where they got it from needs to probably be, like, as an institution, looked at. Because if this was like...
Yeah, it's Hassan Piker and shit. What do you mean? I'm a libertarian and my brother's a conservative. When we get together, politics never comes up. It's about spending time with my brother, not arguing over politics. She's unhinged. She's kind of a little psycho, isn't she? It's a good mindset to have. I have polarized opinions of my sister, but when I spend time with her, I don't talk politics since I know it'll be a shit show. I mean, I have once or two. We kind of quabble about it left and right, but we know when to back off. This isn't me reading. This is me and my sister. We'll quibble up a little bit. We, for the most part, agree, though, you know? Like, we don't have directly opposing views on several things to the point where you can... If we smell the conversation going a little south politically, we can both, like, turn the boat towards, yeah, but, like, you know, this thing, fuck that thing, right? Like, fuck Trump, right? So, you know, there's still that common denominator of, yeah, but orange-haired idiot is bad, right? Right. So, liberal, more to the right, blah, 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 blah. My argument is, when you find yourselves in this situation, are you in the wrong or are they in the wrong? And... if you're just directly voting against your family members, if you're going 2 for 2 for everybody in your fucking family, then, I mean, should you concede? Should you have their interests at your heart as a sibling? You know? On that note of family, its strength, etc. Shouldn't you just say, fuck it, I'm just going to be a Republican for 8 years because I respect my grandma and I'm going to be a Republican for my grandma? You know? How about that? How about that? Make grandma happy. Because in the meantime, your tiny one little fucking vote doesn't really matter that much. And to, like, distance yourself from your family in any way because of politics is just kind of, in general, fucked up. Like, it's just stupid-ass politics. What are we? The Middle East? So, act better than that, America.
It's like what they learned from school, then we got a problem.
That's all I need, though. That's all I need from this. She's... obviously over left, a little tilted, a little brain tilted. I mean, she's got a fucking mask on and shit. This bitch is fucking so lost, it's ridiculous. Major eye roll. Okay? Major eye roll on TikTok. There you go, or whatever. Would you shave your eyebrows once? All the time, frequently? Like, is this the one? Great.
Where are you going to put this on?
Just TikTok.
We're going to jump up.
It's a cycle of exploitation.
So where does he say the black thing? Did you just cut him?
Yeah.
Only when he was saying black
Who did you vote
things?
for?
Well, I don't think the Democrats have the answers.
Floating player sucks.
The biggest problem that I see with the Democrats, they throw money at things to solve the problem.
Okay.
And they really don't want to solve the problem.
Okay.
The black problem.
Did you really bad faith clipped your fucking grampy like that? You really bad faith clipped him without letting him explain anything about his assumptions on the black problem, whatever that could have been. That could have been a literal color. Maybe he just doesn't like the fact that everybody's been using dark mode for their browsers lately. Maybe he considers that a problem. How do we know? So, you bad faith libtard bitch, don't cut your goddamn grandpa off. What the fuck? You're displaying your own family member as a possible fucking racist. Like, why would you create online harassment and aim that additionally towards your dying fucking grandpa? You sick bitch. You sick bitch. That's where I'm like, Hassan shit. Hassan shit has tainted the left-wingers. They don't know what the fuck they are anymore. On the floor now. They don't know what the fuck they are anymore. And I'm here to remind them, I guess, what one of the normal, radical fucking libtards are supposed to fucking look like. Because you lost it. You guys are just fucking terrorist supporters now. So Just fucking terrorist lovers, just attacking other Americans over here, just completely non-unionized whatsoever, just acting like we're fucking some kind of world traveler when you're just a fucking American, you dumb bitch. You're actively fighting against the rights that give you the freedoms to sit there and chastise your fucking grampy who ain't already dead because he was shot at some fucking October 12th music festival, okay? He was sitting in his chair, bopping his head, and somebody just and it was dead. There you go. Okay, that's how it is over there. Okay.
So I'm trying not to interject, but can we maybe just simplify it to that the way you voted because you just don't agree with the Democratic Party, so you're voting against the Democratic Party? Can we simplify it to that? Okay.
Is that so bad, considering that Kamala was specifically being like a lying dumb bitch during that? How was she being a lying dumb bitch? She was saying nothing a goddamn cent of fucking value. We all know it. She was being chastised for it. She was being called out for it. She didn't fucking do anything to address that, to fix it. The policies were weak, stupid, vague, and basically hug yourself and we'll get through this, America. And that ain't gonna, hippie shit don't help nothing. Fear and hate will make people stack up and join together. Hippie shit won't.
Can you see, after all of these questions and having this talk with me, if I continue to have a relationship with you, with behavior, how I would be enabling fascism?
No.
Let me turn that around to you. I've been honest to what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel if I said, well, if you can't change the way you believe to match my needs, how can I respect you? Shouldn't we both look at ourselves and change what we can?
Okay. So now I have asked you all of the questions that I have. I have a summary here that honestly what you're asking me, I had answers. So I am going to ask you not to interrupt me because I tried really hard not to interrupt you unless I needed to clarify something or anything like that. Now that I've asked my questions and I've allowed you to speak, it's my turn to speak and read my summary, and I ask you to not interrupt. The series of questions was created to underline the interconnectedness of our personal and political lives. That's what I was trying to do. We cannot put politics to the side. The American empire was built off black and indigenous slavery and genocide. It doesn't matter, red or blue. Our two
The entirety of America, to this day, was built by more than just those two factions. Additionally, how would him voting right-wing completely betray both of those two factions? Just in your opinion? There's been several times where the right-wing has done things that have been beneficial to indigenous or black folks in this entire fucking country throughout the entire history of America. I mean, you're stupid and you're short-sighted bitch. I hate that you're on my side. I really do. I hate it. You hate that I'm on your side? I hate that you're on my side. Are you? Green Party? You fucking psycho Green Party? No, you're a blue. Why are you with him? Why are you me? Why are you part of me? Who are you? You know?
two-party system is built off the exploitation of the people. The ratchet will continue. Both.
So the entirety of America was built up only on black people and indigeny. That's it. I mean, we did steal the land. What was to be stolen, you know. Like, they didn't own every... I mean, they owned it, but they didn't own it. They didn't literally own it. What I'm trying to say is there wasn't literally, like, people strewn about hand to hand, and we came along and specifically murdered them and then took every inch of each person holding hands. You know what I mean? We didn't literally kill them inch by inch. We just kind of took areas, and some areas we were really brutal and shitty about it. I mean, I have, like, a blank percentage of indigeny in my blood somewhere. So I don't mean to be so cold or non-sensitive about this, but like America's a melting pot, honey. And I'm a libtard, I'm a blue, because I realize that. And because I understand that it's all kinds that built America. And that's what my side stands for. And what you're saying is kind of that radical opinion that we've been hearing all fucking day from Mr. Extremist, racist motherfucker himself. So you have been taught your radical bullshit by that stupid-ass terrorist element. That fucking, let's read Osama's fucking manifesto and feel bad for him. Fucking ridiculous motherfuckers that you are. So, you're an idiot. Continue. Continue going on your fucking desperate rant about how you're cutting off your grandpa because you're a stupid fascist bitch yourself. You're a dumb fascist bitch, is what he should have said back. Just, how are you not being a dumb fascist bitch right back by that same definition? You're being a dumb fascist bitch in how you're calling him a dumb fascist bitch. You're legitimizing when they call the American left a fasci left. You're legitimizing. You're the fasci left. You're the fucking idiot. You're stupid. You're fucking fash left. You're an idiot. You're stupid. Like, you're so out of it that you're being enabled through a group of fucking terrorists and shit. Just terrorism support bullshit on fucking TikTok. That's all you are. That's all you'll ever be. It's terrorist shit on TikTok. So,
Democrats and Republicans this election season ran off a campaign that was anti-immigration, pro-genocide, pro-gun, pro-fracking, and anti-trans. Those were the campaigns.
So she's trying to say that Democrats were anti-trans. She's trying to say that Tim and Kamala were anti-trans. Why is she saying that? Because she's saying that America, left or right, is in bed with Israel. And Israel is anti-trans, anti-this and that, right? Is that what you're saying, you stupid bitch? Oh, well, your little fucking terrorist groups are also anti-gay, anti-trans, anti-everything, but your dumb blue libtarded ass is working for the terrorists. You're stupid. Oh, so you're so dumb you don't even realize you're being the fucking tool of another fucking dumb terrorist party, and you're just doing their work right here in the core of America. So, good job turning your family member against you, you stupid cunt. Way to unify, dumb bitch. Amazing.
That both parties ran off.
I'm so impressed with how fucking dumb you
Our system is
are.
not here to save us, it is here to exploit us. Capitalism is a cycle of exploitation. You are either getting exploited
There's
or
that
you're
capitalism
exploiting
bullshit.
others. If I allow somebody in my life that supports these ideologies, I just enable them. I spent years educating you. If you truly unconditionally loved me, your politics would reflect that. You wouldn't have spent the majority of your life voting my rights away. That is not unconditional love.
Calm down. Okay? Keep your composure, honey. I see your little fucking butt fucking starting to cunt fucking
I will
butt
always
fuck,
be the
fuck,
child in
cart,
this
fart.
situation, and you will always be the adult.
Wow.
With many years on me. Allowing a
So then you should realize where he's had enough of your libtarded bullshit. You should realize he's dealt with a lot of commies and shit. And what you've been pushed into is that strange commie corner. And he's really worried and wondering where his fucking country went when he looks at your fucking basically blue-haired, green-haired fucking... It's 2025. Why are you doing the act of the green hairs from 2008? Like what? Get a life. Get a life, internet. You haven't grown up since the day that SpongeBob took over. You still haven't fucking... You never change, internet. Never change. You made 1 or 2 memes 20 years ago and you're still riding them, huh? Okay, wow.
relationship with you
Never
would allow
change,
you to
internet.
believe that there are no consequences for the way that you vote. Again, this is not a debate. These are my boundaries. Under Biden and in state governed by walls, you saw the system deem me disposable. I wasn't allowed any cash assistance. I wasn't allowed disability. They didn't care about any of my mental or physical 15 plus diagnosed disabilities.
I'm sure they're all fake. I'm sure they're all self-diagnosed. I'm sure you're quite the fake little fuckhead, aren't you? I'm sure you're a fake, stupid little faker. I'm sure you have so many fake personalities, and I'm sure all your fake, dumb little personalities, each one has their own form of ADHD in some form, and I'm sure you consider each one of your personalities and their disfigured little fucking mental states to be your own. Great. All that is you're a fucking idiot. You're a delusional fucking idiot who needs to create all this whole big world of shit just to fucking explain your stupid, backwards fucking innocence and your inability to believe the world that you've grown up into. Sorry, honey. The world's more fucking real than daisies and bullshit and fucking freedoms that the oppressors are selling you. You're so stupid. You don't understand that the message of freedom that you're hearing from that third party, from that left wing, the one that you're listening to, is terrorist shit. You're stupid. You're dumb. Okay? Congratulations. Me? I'm not dumb. I know what the fuck I am. Look where I voted, cunt. Okay? I'm a terrorist in the fact that I guess I support Israel. Okay, I'm that kind of terrorist. So you can call me one in that form. But don't you fucking dare call me some goddamn Green Party fucking Hamas supporting motherfucking terrorist. I ain't on that side of the fence. If I'm supporting terrorism, I'm supporting good old-fashioned American traditional terrorism through Israel. If at all any. Okay, if you're going to accuse me of that shit, I'm doing it through proper channels. Thank you very much. I'm kidding here, but I'm a libtard. I don't agree with any fucking war. And Biden wasn't your bitch either. I'm glad you fucking realized that. He was just kind of thrown in as a last-second choice. So was she. She wasn't it either, honey. So, Trump wasn't it. She wasn't it. Honey, I'm being belittling. I apologize. It's very off-putting when I do that. I agree. I don't, though. Honey. Bitch. Stupid cunt.
After that, I was forced to rely on mutual aid, which is an anti-capitalist ideology. Mutual aid you gave me.
You were forced to live on mutual aid as an anti-capitalist. Da, da, da. Tell me, how many times have you applied for a job? Are you currently employed? I have a... Shit. I got a list
Mutual
myself.
aid I survived off of.
Okay.
Now I watch the ratchet continue as immigrants and even legal American citizens are deported, kept in concentration camps, and are dehumanized. I see
Oh, and then you're so much of a coward you have the comments turned off. You're a fucking... Okay.
every day on my phone, and it hasn't stopped. And it never started under the Trump administration.
Oh,
No amount
wow,
of
you're a
American
coward.
propaganda could brainwash me into supporting either of
Do you
the
let him
systems.
talk at all?
I cannot unsee everything I've seen. I've seen American Israeli bombs mutilate Palestinian children. I've watched corporations like Apple kill the Congolese for resources. Of course, this...
Show me the phone you're using to record this. Is that a Mac, Apple? Mac? Is that a Mac you're using right now? Is that a Mac fucking tablet you're using right now? Are you kidding me? Is that literally a fucking Mac connector right there? Are you using a Mac tablet right fucking now? Are you fucking literally using a goddamn Mac tablet right now?
country is run by fascists and upheld by fascists. We the people have been bystanding and enabling for hundreds of years. Democrats think they can marry Republicans and vote Democratic.
He's used to people who can keep their composure while they're speaking politically. Can you at least try?
As their one revolutionary act, but it's not
Chinese.
revolutionary. It's enabling
China.
fascism.
I don't know why she's got
We
the
have
thing on.
fascism in this country because we
China.
allow fascism in our homes. We allow it in our communities. Not
She's got that China virus. She's got the China virus. China.
Chinese.
China. So.
only the people we allow to take political power, but the people in our own lives. Your politics have real world consequences. Your inability to see my point of view to change, your change is necessary. I shouldn't have had to educate you on why saying the N-word is racist or how blaming black people for slavery is racist. I shouldn't have had to explain.
Wait. But he's right that blank percent of African slaves were sold to America directly by actual, black slave owners. He's partially right on that one. I apologize to anybody black out there watching, listening. I'm not trying to say that slavery is okay or correct in any fucking way, shape, or form. Hell no. I'm also trying to say that, bitch, you are so stupid that you are selling this point. That's why I brought that up real quick. Because you, if you're on that side of the leftist, as we already displayed earlier, the Houthis, the this and that, the who cares, all of them actually have slavery. Okay? They have slavery. Current day, you stupid bitch. It might not be towards black people. I guess you don't really care if it's slavery towards things that aren't completely dark or whatever the fuck your fucking weird hang up on that shit is. But do you not believe that there's slavery in the Hamas, the Houthis, you don't believe there's slavery being actively employed to this day? You don't believe that they have a 11-year-old fucking child fucking trafficking, fucking 11-year-old child labor? You're talking about Apple and shit, but you're literally behind the Hassan Talking Points leftist crew who just supports a bunch of legit fucking terrorists who have fucking slaves current day. Ever since, 2017, they've been employing slaves on a fucking massive scale, the Houthis. So, you're an idiot. You're a stupid fucking bitch. I don't know why you're chastised. Why you roasting your fucking grandpa for this? This has been... If I had to listen to you for 4 fucking minutes, if I was on a tube, just squeeze the tube, Grampy. Just squeeze the fucking tube. Just let's be done. Jesus.
Why I should have been gifted a diverse collection of dolls my entire life. I shouldn't have had to find out how you saying you failed as is not
Fuck,
changed
dude.
behavior. How are you helping or protecting my younger sibling from the same abuse growing up? Are you educating her? Or are you doing anything differently that you did with me?
Did he give her a gun? Did he say, someone tries to rape you? Feed him this real quick. Did he do that to him? Or, I don't want to be a hick about this, but like, what do you expect him to do? Did he say, you know, best wishes on your way out the door, talk to you later? Like, what's he supposed to say? Don't get raped. Don't get raped on the street. Don't dress like that. Don't get raped on the street. He could say that to you right now. Don't dress like that. Don't get raped on the street. What do you want him to say? What,
Or are you just doing like what you did with me, and you're trying to buy her way through life? To avoid...
So you're so fucking spoiled that you had your whole fucking existence just bought off? And if Grampy fucking offended you, you could just say, I'm mad, you offended me. And then he'll give you a new laptop or some shit? Wow. Well, amazing, bitch. So you're just fucking railing Grampy for money right now? You must need a car or something, huh? I guess that's what this is. I need a car. I'm going to politically grift you until you buy me a vehicle out of your guilt.
I'm a real person. You were negatively affected. And I don't forgive you. Not until your actions change. Until you are really ready.
You'll feel bad when he's dead. And you look back on this moment and say, why was I like that? 20 years from now, you'll look back on this moment and say, I did have time to share with him. And instead, I left him with the thoughts in his last couple days that his granddaughter or whatever hates the fuck out of him just because of his political beliefs and what he thinks is right for his country. You're a disgusting piece of shit. I am too. I'm a different piece of disgusting shit though. So when my dad was on his deathbed, I kind of yelled at him for recording over our family videos with homemade porn where he was throat fucking hookers. So when I was watching family videos, suddenly my dad was throat fucking a hooker in front of me on the camera. So that's great. So I'm glad I ran into that shit once he passed. Great. Fantastic. That's sarcasm. It's disgusting, sick shit. Main point being, I was kind of right to yell at him for it. But should I have? No. Just let my anger subside, you know? Like, he only had a couple fucking, like, months left, days, weeks, whatever the fuck, whatever it was. And I decided to make that a big issue. And then go home and feel satisfied and sit around my fucking stupid life day after day. And then fucking one day he just died. And that was one of the last times where I got to talk to him. Was saying stupid ass shit to him about how he liked to throat fuck hookers. Kind of seemed pretty much like a small issue when, you know, he died. It seemed like a pretty small issue after that.
Need to hear me when I say that my politics and my political life are completely intertwined. You can't vote away my basic human rights and expect.
So he's not voting him away, bitch. He's not 12 fucking people. I blocked your number. This and that. You're a terrible person. I hope your insurmountable guilt in the future makes you make another video where you cry to your grandma until she buys you an airplane or whatever, you stupid bitch. Okay? Roast in hell, you spoiled dumb cunt. Fuck California, additionally. Okay, great. What do we got now?
Hey there, folks. Hope you're doing well today.
Oh, sorry. I just shared a personal moment. So now, you know, if you want to use that against me and, like, say things like, ha ha ha, dead dad or whatever, you know, go ahead. I mean, I gave you any kind of parasocial, you know, fish hook there. So go ahead and use that against me now. You know, tell me I deserve to die like my daddy did from cancer and shit. You know, go ahead, rail off on me. This is the internet. I'm used to it. Great. But yeah, I'm already here in your face because I was already harassed on VR chat with the same shit. And the two fucking stupid ass cunts fucking walked by me one day. Dad, 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 dad. And I was like, what the fuck? And apparently, some phase cunt or some stupid ass fucking microphone deep throating harassing piece of shit told those dumb bitches about me, and that I had at some point probably broke down and talked about my fucking personal issues and my deceased fathers and shit, and I was probably around my friends and shit, but, you know, they decided to use that as a point to attack me and exploit and attack. This is the internet. This is modern day. You guys are a bunch of fucking pieces of shit. You're all garbage. Everyone on this internet is garbage. So to see her acting like garbage. Not you, Dr. D. It's entirely fucking expected. And it's just disappointing. And in the same way that I'm talking about like the innocence, the reality of the world broke you, my reality is getting broke every fucking day, realizing what dumb shit has consumed the left. The blue has become the blue. The green element that's leaked into our blue has really fucked us. And this is going to be damn near impossible to separate the two. They blend very well, unfortunately. And they're hard to distinguish the two of them. Now, America works out well because we have the two-party system. We have our blue, we have the opposite of that. Now, when one starts acting a little strange in terms of the other opposites that it's appealing to, we kind of have to start calling that out. But we can't, because we have these Ouroboros motherfuckers even eating us. Because that same dumb libtard bitch will attack Grandma just the same as Grandpa. Why? Because Grandma voted for Kamala, and she didn't agree with that. And dumb bitch that we were watching voted for Jill Scott or whatever, Jill Stein, great Scots, or just didn't vote because Hassan said, just don't vote, fuck America. Oh, and she went, I'm flicking my bean, I'll listen to you, Hassan. So that's what we're dealing with in our country. Again, it's going to be impossible to separate the blue from the green. Damn near impossible. We're pretty much going to have to make a brand new group that's like purple. It's going to be blue and red. Because we have to make the equivalent of a new type of blue that's less radical, less fucking toxic, less fucking Hamas, and more fucking red, more America, more guns in my area, more fucking real to what this fucking country is, stands for, represents on the world stage, etc. Grandpa understands that. Your dumb bitch don't. So I really hope you feel such fucking guilt in the future for how you're treating your grandpa right now. That's all. So, you're a dumb bitch. I'm sure you'll quadruple down for the rest of your life till the end of days. Alright, Dr. D.
Nothing screams America first like gutting the last educational programming on TV that isn't brought to you by boner pills, crypto scams, and a man in a gold suit yelling about reverse mortgages at 3 a.m. Ladies
so yeah, they're defunding PBS. So it's people supported, but it also receives like a base trickling because it's doing like a good service for just like regular poor people. It's like a public service kind of thing, you know.
Patriots and puppets, the Trump regime has
So
done
there you
it
go.
again. In a courageous stand against puppets who teach empathy, counting, and not
American
being a
values.
sociopath,
True.
they've officially declared war on Sesame Street. Apparently, Big Bird is too woke. That's
Yeah.
right, the same bird who once taught your kids how to spell sharing is now considered a Marxist threat to national security. Why, do you ask? Well, because he told the kids that science isn't a deep state psyop. Because he sees about
Sharing.
friendship instead of tax cuts for billionaires, and because he doesn't pack heat like a good American puppet should.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Strap up, dude.
Now, with a single stroke of his
Glitz
magical
it.
Sharpie,
Let's go.
inked with the blood of the arts, funding, and common sense, Trump has defunded PBS. The only channel left where a kid might accidentally learn something useful is gone.
Yeah.
Because heaven forbid your child encounter.
But you guys are raising your kids on fucking devices anyway. They got YouTube and shit. So I'm just going to move on from that. It's just sad, the reality of the situation. Maybe PBS is being defunded because it lost so much viewership from, again, y'all are just raising your fucking kids on devices and shit. So it don't matter. It's just a sad degradation of America, you know? Every corner of it. Let's watch with this weird old dude with the fucking beard. Oh my god, it's called The Jews, Good or Evil. This is Truck Talk. I'm definitely subscribed. I was gonna say, am I not subscribed to this shit yet? This is fun stuff right here, okay?
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another
Not too
episode
much
of
Truck Talk.
Brought to you
Yeah.
by me, inspired by my man Chili.
Okay. Chili.
I figure we'll do a Truck Talk today on
Thank
the
you for
Jewish
inspiring
people,
him,
or
Chili.
the nation of Israel. Are they good or evil? I get a lot of questions about it, And man, yeah, we better consider what our opinions are about the Jewish people, because you know, there's a lot of interesting history surrounding that group right there. And,
I'm gonna Hassan. I'm gonna chair react. I'll be back in just a second. I just want to fill up my coffee, and I do have this, as always, right here. So I'll be watching this with you guys. I'll be back in just a second. Yeah.
Some negative consequences for nations who come against that nation. At least that's what a lot of people think, and we see it on we see two different spectrums here in the United States. We see, you know, a group of people that's kind of old school, traditional, unyielding, undying support for the nation of Israel. They can do no wrong, no questions asked. You know, they're just the stink, right? And we see on the other side of the spectrum, and growing now, people who are changing their opinion on the nation of Israel and the Jewish people and saying, look, you know, essentially, these jokes are all the time causing problems, and they're corrupt and all this. Screw these people, man. Why do we, as the United States of America, continue to support Israel and the Jewish people the way that we do? And a lot of people are pissed about it, to be totally honest with you. And dude, I can understand that. I don't, you know, if you probably looked into the amount of money we send over to Israel, it's probably astounding, right? And I get kind of pissed about that too, especially when I see all the issues that we have here in the United States. And you know, as I pay freaking millions of dollars in taxes, you know, over the course of being a business owner, it kind of hurts, man. I get that. Nonetheless, what do I think about the Jewish people? Well, you have to understand something. Let me tell you a story. I was reading in the Bible just the other day in the book of Matthew, and I was reading where a Gentile woman, a non-Jew, came to Jesus and said, Jesus, can you perform a miracle for me and heal my daughter? Well, he looks at this woman and says, it's not good to take the food from the children's table and feed it to the dogs. And I thought, son, that's tough right there, buddy. And now, why he said that to her, you know, maybe he was testing her faith or her pride or whatever. She ends up saying, yeah, but even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the children's table. I thought, son of a gun, that's tough. So what does that have to do with what we're saying? Well, what it has to do for me is my entire worldview, my opinion on matters is shaped or influenced by the scriptures, the Holy Bible. All right. Now I know a lot of y'all disagree with that too. That's cool, man. I'm just speaking for myself. And so when I look at what can be gleaned from the scriptures about the Jewish people, I know that it is by them and through them that the oracles of the Almighty have been made known to mankind, preserved and made known. I know that the Jewish people
Jesus
were
is all right
God's
with me.
special people, and I believe in some way, shape, or form still are today. He's keeping them around for some reason. He's got some plan, all right? There's something going on there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. The other thing that I know is the Savior of all man came through the lineage of the Jewish people. I know that. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, when he was on the earth, was a Jewish man. I think, you know, that's a well-known fact, all right? I know that I and the rest of us, we were grafted into the family of God, the Almighty God. We were grafted in by way of Jesus Christ. And so when I look at all those things, I'm going to go ahead and flat out tell you, do I think that all Jews are good? No. You can read in Scripture and see all Jews are not good. Do I think that their government is good? No. You can read in Scripture and see there's plenty of times their government and their leaders were wicked people and out of their mind, right? Do I think that you know, we should just blindly support the nation of Israel and fly their flags here in America?
Does he think we should blindly fly their flags here in America? There, I'm listening. I'm right here. So yeah, Jesus is just all right with me. Jesus is just all right. Oh yeah. Yeah, that song. Great, thank you. I ain't got no problem with the theory of Jesus as it is in the Bible. I'm pretty sure the story that you're referring to is when a lady came up to him saying, "Put up or shut up," is more what the scenario was there. And in that case, he basically said, "Go fuck yourself. I shouldn't have to show you shit." You know, is that not the case? Either way is the Bible. So interpretations abound, my friend. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like within the context or whatever. Does that have any difference to do here with any of that? No, not necessarily. I still agree with his point. You know, partially. And the whole point he's getting to. I feel it coming. So
no, I don't think that either. But I also don't think that we should turn our backs completely, metaphorically completely, on the nation of Israel as an individual in terms of our opinions and as a nation in terms of our support. I don't think we should completely turn our backs on them because, again, God has preserved that people and that nation throughout the ages, and they're still here for a reason. You know, you can read and try to kind of glean from Scripture what He has in store for them in the coming times. I think that a lot of the prophecies and a lot of the things that we can look for moving forward in the future to understand when the end of the age is coming is going to revolve around events there in the nation of Israel. And so, you know, maybe I'm just a dumb old redneck, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
You're fine, dude.
You ain't going to catch me. You ain't going to catch me.
You can catch me.
You know, turning my back and talking about hate on the Jewish people in the nation of Israel. Nah, I ain't that stupid.
Right.
I know all y'all say they're not the same Jews that were in the Bible. It's a whole
good job,
man. Y'all come up with some of the wazooest crap I ever heard in my life sometimes, man. Give me a break, dude. If you got anything out of this episode, share it with somebody. Go get you a hat, get you a t-shirt. Join us on Patreon, man.
I don't know who the fuck. I don't know what your job is. Thank you, though. Truck Talk, fantastic. Love this channel. He's got some great shit to say regularly. What's up, YouTube? Check him out. So,
what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode.
Oh, so there was a song that came to my head here. Oh, should we do that one? Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing. I get it. I live it. I live it how I get it. I get it how I live it. Check the motherfucking digit, right? Check the limit. Oh no, that's a chick song, right? Yeah. And then there was one other. Not Jesus, just all right with me. What was the other one?
Give me a break, dude. Well, it's a whole look, man. Y'all come up with some of the wazooest crap I ever heard in my life.
I forgot what the other song was, but all of them were copyrights for me, so I'm not going to do that.
Do you think it's appropriate to accuse any Jewish person you disagree with of working with the ADL?
Bans when they don't want people.
A reasonable person watching that will infer that we were just coincidentally working the same, or that I was working directly with them.
What do you think?
What do you think the average person would conclude from saying I'm partnered with the ADL?
What do you think a normal, reasonable person would infer when they hear you?
Bro, you are
they would infer that he talked to his audience and he said, it's a great tragedy that's happening here. And the people who felt that they agreed would go there and say something. It's called How America Works. You don't like how America works. So, you don't like the freedom process that led to the ADL action. You don't like the call to action. You don't like Americans. You don't like us, whiteys, you know, doing things together and working together to snuff out the terrorism message that you're trying to push upon us. So, you don't like that. Go figure.
Literally gaslighting me. It's so obvious what you meant.
The bans of Twitter.
Insane, though. So I'm going to grab my, my food real quick. This TikToker must be stopped. This is a quick little quip on... I'll just let him do this for a second. Chapter 1. I don't need any of the chapters from this video. Okay? How to think creatively? How to think normally, how to think rationally, how to think down to earthily. Please, make another video. I need help. Anyways, here, I'll be back in just a second. I need help. I need help.
Wait. Issues surrounding the management of their creative energy. Whether it's a lack of drive, they can't think of a good idea, or they make reckless choices early into a big project in the heat of their inspiration. If you're not aware of how you will feel at the various stages of your project, then problems will inevitably surface down the line when you no longer have the creative juice to fix them. You'll be suffering in drudgerous work when you want to feel that creative spark. And then there's times where you need to be creative, but you just want to put on a YouTube video and do some brainless monkey work. I think every artist struggles between inspiration and discipline. Whenever I've hit a major roadblock, it's almost always trying to summon the wrong virtue at the wrong time, or operating under the false belief that I could just be disciplined or inspired indefinitely. I've gained some awareness over the years, even if I still mess up a little bit. I want to give you some pro tips that's helped me to get to this point. I get comments from people who want to know how I can do so much work without blowing my brains out. Through trial and error, some success, and screwing up a lot, I gradually built a system to see big projects through to completion. It's a mindset that I use as a kind of blueprint maybe you can use on your own projects. As a creative professional, there are two sides of you. One that is open, feeling, emotion.
Of course, my teeth aren't as white as his, you know. White, right?
It's the side
not
that
white.
Sees beauty.
White,
in a lonely
not white.
white,
whiter, not as white. Yellowish. Oh my God.
Quietly
Chinese. Did you say Chinese earlier? And now he has also said Chinese, man.
Productivity grind section, who just wants to tick stuff off the list and eat, sleep, and grind. He's hustling. He doesn't give a fuck about bread guy. Whenever I start a new creative task,
I don't want to get your
going to
fucking
be
cat hair in my
phases.
food. Why do you always do
In the
this?
first phase, I try to be open,
Do you want to smell my food?
I'm just playing around with stuff,
I
trying
see a
to
hair
let
floating
things
right
come
into my
naturally.
fucking food right
But then
now.
I actually got to make some shit.
Gonna eat above
I need to
your
narrow
cake.
my field to a single point of focus to bring these ideas into reality. I see the process as a series of expansions and contractions, and I think this is analogous to all stages of art. Roughing versus refining, exploring versus defining, ideating versus implementing, divergent versus convergent thinking. So if I'm trying to come up with a video idea, I first got to build a well of inspiration, resources, feelings, and information, pulling things apart, diverging, and splitting into new pathways.
I mean, he's
the
not
general
wrong.
vibe should be one of freedom and openness. Then
Can
once
you
I have enough
fucking
raw
please?
material, there's a
You're
shift
just
in
rubbing
vibe.
gray hair
I'm
all over
honing
me.
in,
Please,
refining,
please.
isolating the most
You're so
important
sharp. Oh my God,
parts,
she's so
trimming
sharp.
the fat, connecting things and compressing
Why are you
them
doing
together.
this?
I want to distill its essence.
What do you fucking
the
want
core
right now?
of my
God damn it,
idea.
stop tangling. Fucking, here.
In putting this video
What do you
together,
want?
I came across another concept
What do you
called
want?
the
Oh, you're so
double
shedding.
diamond, which aims to really condense down the stages of design. As you progress through a project, the first half of each
she's so
diamond
old.
represents increasingly expansive,
Get off of me.
divergent thinking, whereas the
Oh, you're
second
so
half
hairy and
represents
old.
focused,
What are you doing?
convergent thinking towards a single point. It's a really elegant way of describing the process. But yeah, I also thought of it all by myself. And not to be a massive bitch about it, but I could come up with a way better diagram. If I'm starting a big project, there's a lot more on my mind.
Just standing here
It's months of
wobbling.
my time, income, my survival. So management of my creative energy becomes critical. When I follow my creative whims, they tend to branch, grow. They get more complicated over time. A milestone is a useful anchor that helps guide my focus to one simple, well-defined deliverable.
I'm trying to eat.
I see the creative process as these diamond structures that sit between each milestone. By approaching each project task as two thinking phases, it can provide clues as to why I'm hitting certain problems.
Get comfortable.
Writer's block. Staring at
all
the
this.
page,
You're just getting
can't
gray
think
all
of an
over me.
idea.
You're
When
getting
I'm
gray
hitting my
all
head
over
against
me.
the
I'm just
wall,
getting
it's
full
useful
of
to
cat
remind
hair. I'm trying to
myself
eat.
that I can't form connections here.
Please, can I
if
pick you
haven't
up
done
yet, or are you
enough
gonna claw me? You're
branching
gonna
out.
fucking claw me?
There.
Good, there we go.
Or maybe
Okay,
the
bye.
task has become too complicated to
feel like I have
focus.
hair in my
Big
fucking
moving
throat.
parts, or I'm lost in the weeds. I can often solve this by adding additional milestones that help to keep me from
outta
branching
here.
out too wildly. Milestones can act as a kind of mental reset. If it's a big project, it feels good to thoroughly finish something. So I like to keep my tasks in well-contained,
Everything she touches just turns to
unfragmented
gray
batches.
hair.
It helps my thinking across the
everywhere.
project to stay in rhythm. So I've talked about this idea that creative tasks have these two thinking phases,
go
but
lay
I like to
down.
think that the project
No,
as a
I'm not
whole is
taunting you
wrapped in
over.
a similar
Get
kind
outta
of
here.
meta structure. It's just intuitive, right? That in the early stages, your thinking
Yeah, you
is
sit
going to be
down.
more
I'll be with you in a few,
expansive.
okay?
And then as you approach the deadline, you're going to increasingly need a narrowing focus. Remember when I said earlier that there are two yous? Well, I think it's valuable to be attuned and aware of what it feels like to be in each of these separate phases. Whenever I forget that there are two me's, they inevitably end up screwing each other over. One is primarily creative, while the other is productive. And from the perspective of either one of them, even the world feels different. I need to plan around their individual strengths and weaknesses. I'm often surprised when in early production, I forget to add a basic sound effect. Then in the final days when I get around to it, how stressful it is to have to make such a simple choice. I feel like my brain is dumber. It feels like I've lost sight of the bigger picture, and I'm somehow going to make the wrong decision that screws the whole project up. I've made some real friggin' dumb choices, operating while high on inspiration, committing to ideas that I could never complete, or worse, not making the choice at all. I still don't have an ending to this video, all thanks to airy-fairy arty-farty me, who didn't plan his shit, and now Captain Autismo can't focus when he wants to finish the fucking thing! I got exactly 4 minutes and 3 seconds. I need an ending, but there's no time. Well, there is a little bit. I'm gonna go browse Reddit. This is the worst place to be. I think we've all been here.
Yep.
Your personal project mismanagement has depleted your creative energy. It's led you to distraction and self-soothing. This is why projects that should take days take weeks or months.
Yeah.
Creative you and productivity you are nowhere to be seen. This is the third you, the lazy, stinky piece of shit.
This is where most of you exist. This is where all you fucking normies, every day of your fucking life, are. This is your personality. This is what you are. Every day of your life. Sometimes you normies can, you know, channel the hard-working guy. But to actually channel the creative when you're one of these is very difficult. Especially considering the thing that you're on currently, the thoughts that it gives you as a rainbow of ideas is worth shit. And the content that comes from it displays that.
It's a toxic cycle where overambition leads to high expectations.
Leads to high expectations. So even rich piece of shit fucking bastards might even find comfortability or consider this to be their creative element. They're lying to themselves. That personality has taken over completely. They think that that is them and that they're doing something. So you're not wrong. Love it.
Which leads to pressure and then avoidance. As the pressure builds, so too does the creeping sense of your avoidance, first bubbling to the surface, then heating to a simmer before it finally erupts into a raging.
Got a PlayStation 2 top 10 list, okay? For a while I was obsessed with it. I got like 9 out of 10 games. I got the footage for it. I wrote most of the script. To this day, I still haven't written 2 and 1 in terms of my actual text, what I'm going to say in the video. I still haven't written that down. It's not in the script yet. And it's been like 5 or 6 years. And I'm pretty sure I deleted all the video evidence that I had for the games lined up. Like all the video that I was going to play per video while I fucking rant. I think I deleted all the videos just to make space for other shit on my hard drive. So, creatively, you never know where your plans are going to go. And it's hard to know which things you can cut and run from that are going to be easy to come back later, and what you'll be in the mood for. So I do understand a lot of aspects of this, but again, a lot of creatives these days are just these kinds, and they're lying to themselves.
Boil. Oh, fuck. I sometimes get like this when I'm stressed out, dull, foggy, uncreative. It's usually when I've just finished a big project, or if it's bogged down and starting to drag. I've been in focus mode for too long, and I'm this vigilant, nervous husk of a man. More grind and focus isn't gonna move me forward. I need to take a few steps back to see the bigger picture. I think to be an artist, I want to be acting as a kind of funnel of emotion, culture, human sentiments, waiting for these intangible things floating around in the spooky ether to come to me through open awareness. But it's easy to get disconnected. I don't see these things when my body's been stuck in that tunnel vision, raw productivity mode. And staring at a blank page or sitting at my computer is the worst place to be. I gotta get out of my head and into the world, bouncing into things, going to the gym or running, movement, chaos. If creativity is connecting two things, then I need to find more things. I think the best answers come from unexpected experiences. This is what I consider to be the raw material for creating my art. If you're familiar with the cutout technique for creating song lyrics, I think that all of experience is kind of like that.
It was Bowie. Like, I described this to you guys like 2 weeks ago or something, so.
There's material everywhere, just waiting for the right.
At home and high with the freeway, surrounded by the steel city, living electric as ceilings turn, open and elevated by the moment.
Right context.
Uh-huh.
I saw that Chinese guy 10 years ago. He had a bag of bread, and he was just eating one dry piece right there in the street.
Yes.
The image was so idiosyncratic, and I've always wanted to use it in something. Wait a minute. I need to end this video with a little bow that evokes the themes of convergence, a satisfying consolidation of all of these ideas, or some kind of superficial joke that uses underlying subtext to prove my process, and all of that somehow communicated through the simple key image of the Chinese man. Yes, that's good. A twist ending. No one will ever suspect that such a preposterous throwaway gag will be the pivotal callback for the final culminating shot. I just ruined it, didn't I?
No.
Ultimately, when it comes to creativity, there are no guarantees. Only mindsets, tools, surrendering to the process, and hoping that you get lucky.
Okay. Okay.
On humanity's global leaderboard, I think I comfortably rank second place for most predictions proven wrong. I'm just behind Jim Cramer for his absolutely atrocious, awful, abysmal investment advice being wrong almost 100% of the time. I am just below him, where almost every prediction I ever make gets proven wrong immediately upon me making the prediction. I literally jinx the opposite into existence. I manifest it. And such is the case with Grand Theft Auto 6. For the longest time since the trailer dropped, I maintained the position that GTA 6 would not be releasing in 2025. I said, fiddlesticks, it's not coming.
Didn't it get
There's
delayed?
No way they're going
Hold
to
on, I thought it was delayed. Wasn't
in
it?
that short a time frame. And I was pretty vocal about it on streams, and it caused more shit to be flying than 2 Girls, 1 Cup. People did not like that.
What was
saying
delayed?
How stupid I'm going to feel for getting another prediction wrong. It's
Something was
100%
delayed.
coming out in 2025. You're going to look like such a fool, Charles. And even Rockstar themselves seemed adamant about the game coming out.
Charles!
From hell or high water, GTA 6 will...
You look like a fool, Charles, a fool!
You're going to look like such a fool, Charles.
A fool!
Like such a fool, Charles.
No, Charles! Yeah, that's such a fool! Charles! Ah, Charles! You fool, Charles! Charles! No! Charles! Charles! Charles, no! Get out of my head, Charles! No! Charles! Charles! Ah! Great. Charles!
Explorer. I only ever leave my swamp once every 6 to 8 months.
He's shrekking right now. So that was 2 different videos. You can barely tell, right? I know. Where was that? I was wrong about GTA 6.
Charles, and even
Charles. Charles.
Venture out of Florida.
Venture out of Florida.
It's pretty rare.
Florida.
Here so far. I'm located in the heart of New Orleans. I think, maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of just pulling that out of my ass. I feel like that's probably an accurate statement, though I've only spent, you know, all 3 days within a 10-mile radius of the convention center, but I'm told that's where all the hot spots are, so I feel confident in making that bold assessment there. And
what you there for?
30-year-old, brave, courageous, fucking titan of testosterone.
Convention, New Orleans, Nolans.
In fact, I stepped on one earlier today. That
Nolans, he says it like that.
There is an ample supply of them.
New Orleans.
Spots, like the place where the only hamburger I'd be getting served was through the fucking glory hole.
Orleans.
Like, I'm excited to see if it lives up to the hype that was on the sign.
Notes taken, period.
Like I mentioned,
There's
first
still
2
a few
days,
cookies.
The food wasn't, you know, blowing my nut off or anything like that. We did have one place called Felipe's where they were serving super burritos.
Ooh.
And that was good, actually. I enjoyed that a lot. It was
okay.
Started with one of the staff members throwing the other guy onto a table. The tables were made out of fucking cast iron. It sounded like a bomb had blown up or like a dump truck crashed into a building. It was a loud bang. So then naturally all of us turned to watch this rumble unfold, and it was pretty intense. There were punches being thrown. They were throwing hands out there, but then they grappled, like they wrapped up, and then they were kind of just like tussling back and forth while the other staff was like trying to separate them to the best of their ability. And when they finally did get separated, one of the guys walked away completely covered in blood. But I don't think it was his blood.
Right.
It was all over his shirt.
Damn,
like, it looked like he had cut a man's head off. He had that much blood on him. It looked like a butcher had just gone to work. covered in blood.
The
and one of
butcher.
the guys that separated him had a ton of blood on him too, so I'm guessing it's the other guy.
Yeah.
And our best guess at what happened is that he must have thrown like an uppercut while they were like grappled in there and broke the guy's nose. Like his nose must have like, actually exploded because there was so much blood.
Yeah,
blood
nosebleeds.
on the ground. Blood
Nosebleeds. That'll
like,
do it.
I wanted to mention that. Another thing is there's a casino like right here, which is very interesting to me because in Tampa, our casino is the Hard Rock, and it's like off on its own little place.
In my state, our casinos are like, you know, out there and next to like reservations and shit. Because in our state, y'all motherfuckers ain't allowed to own no fucking casinos, and only people who should fucking get something from Blanc can do Blanc. So blah. So what is your state doing to help the indigenous and or whatever people on the previous dumb bitches note? What is your state doing to help the indigenous people who we stole this fucking land from? What is your state doing? Oh, I'm better than you for 2 reasons now? Shit. Not you. I'm bullshitting my crowd, Charles. No offense. You guys, I'm better than you, okay? I'm kidding. Great. So, thank you,
It's
Charles.
not exactly something you can
Charles!
just go walk to.
Get out of my head,
anywhere in
Charles!
downtown. Whereas here, it feels like it's the centerpiece in the area.
You know,
so like anytime we're
I'll
walking around, we'll
do
like,
that.
walk past the casino or hear people get
But it's going
fired
to take
up
me a
at the
few.
casino. Also, another thing that I thought was really weird is down Bourbon Street, there were a handful of locations
I'm
there
kinda hungry.
that
I don't really have a
had these
choice.
signs out front that said they don't card.
So-
They outright advertised that they don't card at those like bars. I think they were bars, a few of them. I think another one was like a dispensary, but I'm pretty sure they were bars, and they literally say on their sign they don't card people.
That's
Now,
crazy.
maybe I'm just a fucking lobotomite here, but I don't understand how they haven't been shut down. I don't know how the cops aren't like swooping in there, scooting in sideways, just zooming, seeing that these businesses, these bars, are advertising that they don't card people before serving them alcohol.
That's crazy.
That seems very odd. Oh yeah, and another thing on Bourbon Street, there was really a...
Is there like a charge children with crimes type of aspect to that? That's fucking weird. So anyways, this has been this portion of the Spit Dragon broadcast. That's right, folks. I'm hungry, and my escort, no, whatever. My ride, okay, wants to put food in my gullet or whatever. My proprietor, okay, my seagull is puking downward, and I am going feed me Kamala Harris, quote, feed me vote, feed me vote. So I'll be back a little later. Thank you, Kefka, for thinking that was funny. Okay. Checkity check. But I take a while. So we're gonna give you a nice little outro, and let's figure it out.
Welcome back to Slop Live.
Get to it. You already said that.
Well, being Twitter again, an account called Flocker's Palace, who regularly tweets about hip-hop, posted that they were starting a new job today. Wish me luck. Leading to this quote tweet with 90,000 likes, saying, the sheer prevalence of digital blackface is so tiring, solely because he has A$AP Rocky as his profile picture. She did get some pushback in the replies. One person saying, not sure digital blackface is the word here, you just thought he was black, and he wasn't. Flocko's Palace replied to this, saying, I have my profile picture as A$AP Rocky because my account is named after him, and he's my favorite rapper. I've always been very clear I am Lebanese.
Is that the one who's dead?
Flag and location, and my account in bio. I apologize if you thought I was partaking in digital blackface. You really shouldn't apologize to people like this. The original quote tweeter replying with some cope saying there's black people named Hassan and black Lebanese people, and saying it's fine to be a fan, but intentionally or not, you failed at not giving the impression that you're essentially cosplaying as the most misunderstood and disrespected culture on earth. You can be his fan and easily not make his blackface the first thing people see when coming across you. I think this comes down to this person just assuming anyone with a rapper's profile picture is black. Yeah, high IQ discussions on Twitter.
Okay.
Also, I'm very sorry if this disappoints anybody.
No, that was good.
But I know my profile picture is a goose, but I'm not actually a goose.
No.
I understand.
Bullshit. That's it. I'm closing the streamer. You're not actually a goose? Bullshit. I'm coming to your fucking house right now. Dolan, I'm on the fucking way, okay? You're not even connected? Interlocking? You're not even part of my interlocking fucking you're from Australia or some shit? I'm getting in the car right now, okay? I'm driving at the bottom of the fucking ocean. I'm gonna be there real soon, okay? You're not a duck? We're gonna get to the bottom of this, folks. We're gonna get to the bottom. When I return, we will have an interview with Dolan Duck. That's right. If I ever return from the bottom of the ocean after finding SpongeBob, I will let you know how the interview went. I'll check you guys next time on the fuck, this is fucking with my eyes, on the Spit Dragon thing. So talk to you later. Bye. See ya. Okay. Glory to the Hypnotoad. Okay. Wow. See ya. Bye. Glory to Hypnotoad.